straightforward what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking straight to people who regard themselves as autopiloters. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the mad dance that you guys are dancing, and especially with your leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa. There's no missing words. That's what we're going to be doing today. For a long time that hasn't been my style, but my duty is to warn you. You decide what you want to do. I mean, we believe that we are all adults, so whatever we do, we are entirely responsible for it. And the social media is a free space. Everybody has an opportunity to do what they want to do. And let me advise some of you. Talk is cheap. Text is cheaper. Now, there is no amount of texting on my platform and calling me names that will change the truth that I know. My duty is to just say the truth. Your duty is to take it or leave it. Nobody's forcing you to. Nobody is forcing you. You mustn't do what you hear here. You can just do whatever you want. Okay? But for me, I will tell you the truth that I know. Okay? Everybody's not going to agree with me. I don't agree with everybody. That's the most difficult life to live is a life where you live and let live. But when you people, I'm going to be reading your comments a lot. I'm going to be reading your insults. Some of you I'll give you room to do that. Some of you I won't give you room to do that. But if you're really serious, pick up the phone and call. Okay? Somebody say, Chidi, can't you see all the insults that are coming to you? Can't you see all the insults? Me? When you're on social media, if you put yourself on social media, you just created room to be insulted. If you're in a leadership position, do you know how many times people insult all leaders in this world and they don't know? Like, I don't know. If you type it and I see it, it's just because you have the privilege. If I worry about what people say about me, then I can't even live life at all. So such things don't really worry me. You have a right to say whatever you want to say. Now, if today is your first time here, please do me a favor and make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment to us. Please make sure you send this message to as many people as possible. We need a lot of people to listen, especially the people who have been misled, because that's clearly what it is. If you're calling yourself autopiloter, you have been misled. Make 419. Shame doesn't let you accept. The people that are doing the 419 will be telling you, don't show anybody. I don't want you to tell anybody. If you tell anybody, if you show anybody this thing, the deal is off. I don't want you to tell anybody. That's how they be telling you. Until when they don't already give you the 419, that's when you realize that it is too late. Okay, just before we get into what we want to discuss today, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, just 2 minutes to make sure that you share the news. Okay, share this amongst people. 2 minutes. All of you that have been sent here, first thing you have to do is when you come here, just to show that they've sent you to come here and try to insult me, just type "Cry me a river." Type "Cry me a river" so we know you're an autopilot. Because today we're going to know people that are cowards. If you're here and you're autopilot and you don't type that I am autopilot, then every other thing you're saying is nonsense. If you know you're autopilot, just type autopilot and then say what you want to say. Then we know you're proud. But if you just come here and you just sneak in and you're just cussing me and you're saying, then because there are only two people, it's either you're autopilot or you're not autopilot. Okay, so that's what's going on. So it's Linda Eke. This one is really, really very angry. Chidi, you must be mad because of your fundraising is not working properly. So you're angry with which fundraising are you talking about here? Please explain to me. And let's go ahead and put the link. +1 647 989 2837. Okay. So if I'm telling you, if you cannot own up like me now, I love Biafra, I love IPOB, I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't like autopilot. I'm not autopilot. Now, you that you're autopilot, one first test is I need you to write that I am autopilot. Write it there first of all. If you want to know that if you want to take us seriously. So Linda Eke, you must be mad because of your Linda Eke, you just keep reposting this thing. Linda Eke, if you can write that I am autopilot, that's when we will know that you're serious. If you're here and you are a coward, I don't like cowards. I don't like cowards. You know, your leader Simon Ekpa has told you people that he's a brave man. So you people should first of all say you lie, love Nigeria, not be. First of, if anybody is going to type here and you don't accept that you're autopilot, anything if you want me to read from now on, if you want me to read what you wrote, just say first of all that I am autopilot. Then we will take you serious. Or as your leader, Nnamdi Simon Ekpa told you people, go ahead and type that I am say crime a river. It's crime a river. I told you guys. Okay, so go ahead. So I am fighting autopilot because he's a scammer and our Lord is because of Simon. Okay, Chidi, stop this your nonsense talk. Your madness is getting out of my madness. My madness is getting out of. Okay, if you're IPOB, type IPOB. If you're autopilot, type autopilot. That's what we want to do now. That's the way to go. If you know your autopilot, if you're serious, because if you cannot even defend what you believe in, the reason why you are angry, the reason why this whole thing is driving you crazy is you yourself, you know you don't believe what you are claiming to defend. You don't believe it. If you know you believe, since I've been talking, since we started this, I've not seen anybody write I'm autopilot. I know IPOB one family. I say IPOB, I'm IPOB. I've not seen write just say I am autopilot. I need you to see that. I need you. I'm not an autopilot. Okay. What is great? Good. No. Queen Madu, you don't understand. Wait now. When the autopilot people, they're the ones causing the problem. They're the ones I came for. I need to see them. They're not writing. See, you don't understand. They don't know what's happening today. Like when they don't chop you, they don't chop you. So now, we do all this Benner's Bond. That time that Benner's Bond came out, we do it. They will come do all this when you go say you go join. They don't do you. They say if you buy one, then you pay money, then they give you a card. Then you have to sell to 5 people. Then they say sell it. Don't tell this person, then you now have to start. The company will sit down somewhere while you are going around. You're the one preaching for them. You're the one getting customer. They say you're down line. You never reach this level. All that. When you now discover, say now why you go just carry yourself by yourself. Just go inside. You don't go get the mouth to talk to anybody. Wilson Benny, are you autopilot? Oh, you are autopilot. Zubi Frank is autopilot. At least one person don't say, Zubi Frank, please give me a call. +1 647 989 2837. At least there's one person who agrees that it's autopilot, that he's just moving without break. That's good. That's good. Good. Anyway, so the main topic, I am autopilot. I don't hate you, but you're doing free ad for our $10K a month. Chidi, $10,000. $10,000 $10,000 a month. Utru beke. She didn't kill me. Somebody say, Chidi, that's a madman. Let's go to the main thing that started this whole wahala. Because some of you are wondering, Chidi, what is happening? I'm lost. What is going on here? No, relax. Relax. You will soon find out what's going on. Let's go and bring in some of the things. Where you need to know what is going on now. Okay? Let's start with these tweets. These tweets where they send out. Very serious tweets. This is the tweets. Your dear Simon Ekpa, who is the Onyendu of Autopilot people, sent a tweet out there. And that tweet, this is what the tweet read. I hope people are seeing it too. It says, we need just 50 men and women to restore Biafra. These 50 men and women will fund the Biafra movement with $10,000 a month for the next 5 to 6 months. And Biafra will be restored by the end of 2023. These 50 men will pay $10,000. Okay, we are stepping up the game. You do not, so first of all, it says looking for 50 men to fund the Biafra movement. 50 men that will pay $10,000 a month. Now, $10,000 a month right now should be like, even if we do the rate of 500, just to be conservative, I know it's more than that, but that will be 1,000 will be 5 million. Is it not 5 million? 5 million, because 1,000 will be like 500,000, I think. Yeah, so like 5 million. 5 million naira a month is what these 10 people will be given to. But my confusion with this is where I put to Autopilot as now all of them do. Amaka Obuna say, Chidi, I'm disappointed on you. Why are you disappointed on me, Kwan? Disappointed in what manner? But anyway, it's okay. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay. It's a free world. If you're disappointed in me, what do you want? The world goes spoil that you're disappointed in Chidi. Look at this man. Anyway, so this is the tweet. He's looking for 50 men to give 5 million every month. Then let's now go to see their reason for looking for the money. They now say that we are stepping up the game. You do not know. We are stepping up the game. You do not know what IPOB have done in the past. This time around, we will not pay lobbyists $80,000 a month, nor $65,000 a month, like those criminals have done in the past. The fund will go directly for equipment needed to protect our land. But the confusion that the confusion there, and I'm looking for autopiloters to call us on the phone and understand. You know, a lot of you. One thing I understand. Oh, let me go back to camera. Let me go back to camera so that people can see my face. A lot of you don't even know these things. When you see us just talking, you don't know why we are upset. You don't know where our anger is coming from. But it's when we show you things like this, that's when you understand. That's when it begins to make sense to you. So when you are seeing this now, that Simon Ekpa is asking for people to pay 5 million every month, that they are not, and he says that not the people in the past. That is not the people in the past. All the people that are saying, oh, actually, get out, are you autopilot? You're not autopilot now. Why are you talking? Before you talk, if you know your autopilot, first of all, say your autopilot, then we know what you're saying. You come here, you're angry with me, but you're not even You don't want to say your autopilot. You just stay there. See, them I guess I called. He say you're a big idiot. You're a big idiot. These are people who say idiot like you. Barawo. Silly doctor cleaning old people in Canada. See, people when they clean old people here, they make a lot of money. You way they talk, I don't know where you did. See, see, you people, I don't like people who just the yab. We are talking serious issue. You're busy yabbing. If you have points to make the point, direct point. I just told you now. Simon Ekpa said he needs to raise from 50 people 5 million every month from now till the end of for the next how many months. Let's go back and see. So he wants to raise this money, 50 men to raise the money for the next 5 to 6 months, between 5 and 6 months, and that with this Biafra will be restored by the end of 2023. Who? And guess who? God. See, I want to open you guys' eyes. First of all, it was Enter Biafra. Now it is Biafra spokesman. It's not IPOB spokesman. You have to understand the terminology. Simon Ekpa is not working for IPOB. I don't think you guys know it. I need you to understand. I'm not saying don't support Simon Ekpa, but try to understand what you're supporting. Don't let all this confusion. I'm challenging Simon Ekpa to come. Shebi, he will not answer my calls. He will not take my. Go and tell him. I challenge Simon Ekpa to come on my show or invite me on the show anywhere. This is an open challenge. Call me to your show or make you say one me mbana me send ege ke kwanonya. And me send ege the link. You need to come live. Can you hear? I be any open a phone? No way. I'm sending you the link. You're going to come on. Are you talking to me, Dr. Chidi? Of course, now I'm sending you the link. I need you on StreamYard. I need you on StreamYard. Okay. So because when the autopilot Chokwara Abia here, I will gladly send you guys the link. In fact, let me send the link right here. So it's not like a hidden thing. I'm a man and hide. What is going on? Simon Ekpa is not working with IPOB. Simon Ekpa's platform is Enter Biafra. And when you say IPOB spokesman, that is the. In fact, my brother Simon Ekpa, I regret having to say this, but you are being very criminal. The things you're saying are the marks of somebody who is criminally minded. You're twisting things. When you say Biafra spokesperson, you make it sound like because IPOB has IPOB spokesperson. That's to make people think that it's from IPOB. How can? IPOB is the spokes thing for somebody's calling. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Chidi.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Couple of questions. You know, I've not presented my thing very well.
I already saw the headline and you already started talking about it, so it's clear to everybody.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm open for you to ask me questions, please. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Are you okay, before we go on, are you Autopilot or are you IPU?
I am a Biafra.
Okay, you're not. What would you support? Do you support IPOB or do you support Autopilot?
I support the actualization of Biafra.
But you have to stand from somewhere now. Are you IPOB?
Okay, you, Dr. Chidi, you're a PhD holder.
Yes.
You're a PhD holder in
Yes.
engineering
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
So you should know that those kind of questions, you should not ask those kind of questions.
No. Do you know why? Do you know why I ask those kind of questions? I'll tell you this, because me, I'm not standing on the fence. This is a very crucial time in this struggle. Now, it is. I'm not a member of IPOB. You know that very well.
I know that.
But I support IPOB. I support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I do not support autopilot. So just for the purposes of this discussion, you have to choose a side. So are you on the side of...
Okay, that's the question you are asking.
Yes, that's the question I'm asking.
An autopilot member.
Okay, you're not an autopilot member. Okay.
Let me finish. I support everything that Samepa is doing.
You support everything that Samepa is doing.
100%.
So you're autopilot now.
That doesn't make me an autopilot. I just told you, you are smart. You should know that I'm not a kid. So
No,
don't call me an autopilot. I am a Biafran who wants my freedom.
Okay, let me before you go on, please hold on. There are some guests that I want to make sure that they're here. Melchizedek, I don't know if you're already here. Methuselah, is Methuselah on the call? I want my Methuselah. Methuselah, are you on the call? Methuselah, please. The link is right there. I was trying to send it to you. Okay, let me try on Facebook. So my brother, okay, go ahead and make your statement, please, while I'm trying to connect this people.
Yeah, to start with, first of all, when you started, you see that you support Biafra, right? You support IPOB. You're not a member, you support IPOB. And you support Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
I hope that's correct, right?
Yes, no.
Now, I see you, right now you are wearing ANC cap.
Yes, I'm wearing Revolution Now cap.
Okay, I see you propagating election.
Very correct.
You want Biafra.
Yes.
You want to support a candidate or presidential election.
Dr. Chidi, ask that man where he's calling from. I have been following that man. He said nothing but a criminal. Ask him where.
Hold on, C2. Let's be civil here. Hold on.
You can see my number there. Can't you see it? It's so US.
No, hold on now. You asked me a question, but hold on. You asked me. You said, because I want us to have this discussion. No, hold on now. It's me that is talking to you. People can say what not be my guest. I'm the moderator, so forget that person. That person has a right to talk, but let me moderate. So you asked me a question. Let me clear it as we are going. You said that I'm wearing Revolution Now cap, and I support Omoyele Sowore, and I still support Mazi Nnamdi. So you want to explain now? Listen, I have never denied that I'm a member of Revolution Now movement. I've never denied that I am with Omoyele Sowore. I ran under African Action Congress and I ran as governor. Those things are public. I've never denied it one day. Now, you're asking me why I'm supporting somebody who is a friend to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You're asking me why I'm supporting Omoyele Sowore, who I called two of them, him and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to please come to a meeting and share ideas together. And two of them came and shared ideas together, and they said some things that you don't even know. So why are you surprised? You're asking me why I'm... Oh, no, hold on. I'm coming now. I'm coming. You asked me a question. You asked me why I should support somebody who did not have a court case in Abuja, but he came out with his group and he hired Igbo music to come there to be playing, and DSS was harassing him and sent people to kill him. When all other people did not come out, he was there for Nnamdi Kanu's trial 3 times. So this is the kind of person that I am. He supports Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He supports the Biafran struggle. He believes that if he ever gets it, wait now. Your problem shouldn't be that. Your problem is why. I'm telling you the why, and you're not listening. You don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you. Do you know that's the problem we have? I'm telling you why I'm doing what I'm doing. You have your own reason now. You should be telling me why you are autopilot. I'm telling you why I'm doing my own. So I'm telling you that the person that I'm following, the reason I'm following Omoyele Sowore is because Omoyele Sowore believes that Biafrans have a right to referendum. But he is seeing that the constitution of Nigeria will not allow it. So he's hoping that if if he ever becomes president, he will allow for a referendum, and Biafran people will be able to choose that they want to remain independent, and they will have their Biafra. That is his own ideology, and he is following it, and you must not follow him. Do you understand now? Thank you very much. So let us go to someone. Thank you so much for calling in, my brother. Let's take some of our guests here. Okay. Thank you, my dear people, for joining me in this very interesting discussion. I have Onyenso here, and I have C2 here. I also have Methuselah Mekizadek. I'm going to give Methuselah an opportunity to talk before our other two guys, because he already called me on the phone. I was the one that rejected and told him that he has to come here. So, Methuselah Mekizadek, you know that from time I respect you. You're my man because you're a very, very reasonable human being. So I'm going to allow you to freely express yourself. You know, my place is like your place. You are my brother to the heart, and then I respect you. Just go ahead and freely express yourself, whatever you want to say, before I come back.
All right. Good evening, my wonderful people of Biafra, and at the same time, the lovers of freedom, and also the friends of lovers of freedom, especially those that know what it means to be free. My name is Mazi, popularly known as Methuselah Mekizadek. I want to begin to thank our senior brother, Chidi. You are really, discharging this duty in your own way. I know the topic you choose tonight is like a yardstick to, to weigh the brain of our people. Our people are very, very tough, brother, I have to tell you. If not because of this issue of Biafra restoration, I wouldn't have known that the gullibility of our people are something not to give mention about. The young man you are just asking, I know many people will be, having such a mind, because people give some people a long rope to begin to watch the direction they are following. But we know that this guy, right from time, is a thief. When I say he's a thief, confirmed thief, that I can prove it any day, anytime. All of us are living here in Europe, and we know how it is for us to, search for our greener pasture, and at the same time to earn for a living. But this young man came very, very trickish, and if those of us that are very smart can be able to understand the direction he's following. Nobody is preventing him from fighting for freedom of Biafra, because freedom of Biafra is for all of us. But the only reason why you see us talking about him and every day is because he attacked himself in our own movement that we started from the scratch, ranging from joining family meetings. But many people don't understand it. But he came with a propaganda. It's a very, very cheap propaganda. And I know him. He just does for the sake of Biafrans at home. That's the reason why you see us talking as if every day by day. Even if you're not careful, you will say, why are we talking about this guy every day? Don't we have another things to do? Because we know that we need to guide our people. We need to guide our people, especially those at home. When they hear that people in Europe or in America or in Canada, they will think that everybody is enjoying, thinks it's good. But they never knew that there are many of them there that are even more better than many of us that are here. So, and this guy in question, I've tried all possible means to hijack this struggle, ranging from when he started with Nnamdi of February. So I think many of you are aware. And today now, what we are seeing on internet is not something we've never seen something like that since we started this struggle, ranging from seeing the nakedness of a woman down to going to the native doctor. We've never seen this kind of thing. We just witnessed it for the first time. We came to this struggle with a pure mind, and then we begin to see this. There's a long story about this. Let me cut it short. From what he posted, to tell you how gullible his followers are. For me, if you come to my platform, I don't mess it for. I don't even use normal language on it, because that know how you can debate. They can't debate. You tell them to come to debate, they can never come. You see their face, they debate. They can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. So that is why don't waste your time on them. And I think I've seen the way you are responding them. That is to say, you know them already. You know them. They always come and they write, and I'm disappointed in you. Hold you. Why are you doing this? You are too small. You are belittling yourself, so that you will not speak. They don't want you to speak. They want you to keep calm. Why things is going bad and worse every day. So the reason why this thing become popular is because I know you know a lady called Udenwachi in Ebonyi State. You know her.
I know Maria.
Exactly. She's the one that shared this post that made it to go viral. And if you go to her post, you now begin to have a smile on your face that yes, what we have been doing since is yielding fruit. Our people are waking up. A lot of people are lambasting him, telling him you are a criminal. Which kind of Biafra you want to restore at the end of 2023?
Let me ask you, Metisela, do you notice? And that's one thing, that is the criminality in it. Why will Simon Ekpa finish writing and say Biafra spokesperson? And you know the people say that no, he's not the one that wrote it. That
exactly.
He actually told me that this IPOB spokesperson. He made it sound like it is a more powerful Biafra spokesperson.
So I think for me, I'm seeing that maybe he has a bid to settle. The way I'm looking at these things, maybe he's owing the government of Finland. You know that somebody will go and take a credit to pay his problem. You understand? Because the kind of amount he's mentioning, my brother. You understand?
5 million from 50 people.
Yes. I don't know, but okay, let us assume he wants such amount of money.
So
me and you know.
So 250 million every month.
Yes. My brother, we know. My brother, you know our people.
Can go get Simon Chorime. Let me can't go for now. I think I go very hot. Simon is going to move very soon, and all man got one of these islands. Man, you ready? I need the go to citizenship. So I think that's why he needs this money. That man, I NNM 419. That way we get married. Actually, it just a major hit.
Exactly.
He needed a major hit. And what the hell? And man, he had a charge about 250 million. No, man, he had 10 million.
Yeah.
So here is it now. By the time I get 1 or 2 people, well, you know, I charge like 3 people. Oh, just 3 people or 4 people.
Exactly.
And the Bayamaha. Oh, yeah, I charge one better go. What the hell news about a plane? Got one of these islands because they go too much. The Finland government, man.
But I have a very I put a smile on my face today that I went to that. Just go and visit that the Facebook of that lady. You now begin to see. Even some people are saying he's not him. He's not the one that write it. Exactly. And they saw it in the Twitter.
I want to show because of that. Let me show you something, my brother. Makandi Nasina who Simon Ekpa that thing. Let me show them something. They say it's not Simon Ekpa that is the Biafra spokesperson. This is Simon Ekpa's Twitter handle. If you look there, you will see that he says Simon Ekpa is a human rights activist, CEO, senior legal advisor at Ipob and Company, blah blah blah, auto analyst, Finnish person, a Biafra spokesperson. So what are you saying is, look at him, that's what he answers, Biafra spokesperson.
But you are talking to yourself. The way you reason is not the same way other people reason. You have to understand it. The way they reason. If the reason comes closer to you, you may even vomit if you are eating. Brother, they are not normal.
It's only one person. Only one person has said it's autopilot. Why is it that I don't understand? Why do people you claim you are autopilot, but when I tell you to write it, you can't write it? Why is it you're idiot? Chidi, you're idiot. I can't believe.
Just bring one of them on the screen to on the camera so that we see him.
I dare anybody now that you can come and on this. Look, let me post the thing again, so you won't say, because you deceive people and say I don't give you a chance. I've given you a chance right now. And you know one thing about people like me, the same thing I was telling you 2 years ago is still the same thing I'm telling you up to today. The day I started criticizing Simon Ekpa, you say it's jealousy. It's because of his channel is bigger than my own. And
What is channel?
I started this thing before Simon.
What is channel, brother? What is channel?
But that's not.
You have a source of living. You are working. You do other things. This is just extra. What is you have more people than me?
And Metusela said one thing. It's not because of our love for the struggle. Sometimes you just say it's not worth it to even come and do this thing. Because what is it, Kanu, when you have everything that you want? But my brother, I will come back to you. there are some of our people right are here. C2, I see you. You could put your mic and say one or two things.
Yes, Dr. Chidi, I appreciate you. Meto, my brother, you know, you're one of us. And then I salute you so much. Dr. Chidi, I'm one of those people that you cannot see. We have to do what Mazi asked us to do and chase out this criminal.
I know.
So when we come, just like that fake that call you, I keep chasing him. He called Biafran the other day. I have to call Biafran. Tell him to drop that criminal. He's a criminal. He's not a Biafran. These are those people that when Mazi come on board, they will come and start writing, come to Nigeria, and I come to Nigeria. We know them when we see them. These are him, that old man. I've been chasing him every platform. These are the people that want IPOB to fail. I am telling you now. That man you see spokes is the one of those people that wants Mazi to fail and IPOB to fail. But what we are here to correct our people. And if our people don't want to correct themselves, it's entirely up to them. But I have to do my own just in case. Tomorrow, I will say to them, this is what I did. I contribute in this struggle. That I did not allow some charlatans and some criminals to deceive our people. Mazi took his time to make sure that he spoke to our people all over the whole world. He was going the whole world without even resting. Sometime he will be on the flight 12 hours, 10 hours, running around without even seeing his family for some time. We make sure that our people come together. He brings our people together. See, on one also. He makes sure that Biafrans speak in one voice. He makes sure that whatever we are doing, he asks us to remain whiter than white, whiter than snow, and Biafrans has been doing it. He makes sure that we go to meeting and do exactly what they ask you to do. There is no big medicine, there is no king or Wefi or Mbajimwa or whatever. It's not in IPOB meeting. Now, it's quite unfortunately that things go the other way around, that I don't know who bring this criminal in Finland.
Let me ask you a question. C2, let me ask you a question. What do you have to say about this thing that Simon said? Let me read it for you. He says that this time around, we will not pay lobbyists $80,000 nor $65,000 a month like those criminals have done in the past. I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was aware of the lobbyists. These were the lobbyists that IPOB hired when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there. So Simon Ekpa will now look at what was done when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there. And you see, people are not reading between the lines. That Simon Ekpa clearly called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a criminal, like these criminals have done in the past. People don't know where my anger is. How can you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You say, if you know, you know. I know very well that I know more than Simon Ekpa about the nitty-gritty of IPOB. That Simon Ekpa was broadcasting doesn't mean that he is close to the leadership of IPOB. That he was just right now, right from when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went into this situation. Simon Ekpa is not talking with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers. Simon Ekpa is not talking with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family. Simon Ekpa is not talking with DOS. Where are you getting your information from? That's what I'm
from Elohim. From Elohim.
I'm curious about, because all these people who are close to Onyendo are not talking to you. Now you come and you see that means you don't even understand. It is either you are ignorant or something is you're mad for you to look at all the efforts, even right from when Ucheme them were there. These lobbyists have been going. You just bring everybody and you put them inside one basket and you say they are criminals. Are you stupid? I think it's Jerry. When? From when? Because you were broadcasting and they say go and listen to your channel. You turn around and you say that's what we do for you. I mean something, and that's what I want Autopilot to understand. When you look, when you say criminal, someone will say, "Hey, he's addressing DOS." No. He knows what he's saying. But if he just says that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a criminal and was stealing the IPOB money, that's what he's trying to say. But he's finding a crafty way of saying it, and you people are buying it. So, Onion, so let me go to you. What do you have to say about that statement? That for the people who have been doing lobbies and paying money to the lobbies, The money that even Nigerian government came. I remember when Lai Mohammed said that because of the money that IPOB was spending on lobbies, that it is making Nigeria's image abroad to be bad. Because Nigeria was feeling the effect of those lobbies. They turn around and say that they are criminals. Are you mad? Anyway, please, Onyanso, you want to say something about that, or you're not on? And Fabumi, I saw you left. I know you're a supporter of Simon Ekpa. Please, you can come back. I was going to add you. You can go and you can come back again. Nobody is chasing you away. I just wanted to go. I don't want to put everybody on the screen. So Fabumi, if you're there, I know you're a supporter of Simon Ekpa. You can come back and I give you opportunity to talk. Onyanso, you're not on. You're not on. Okay, Methuselah, because what do you have to say about that statement? That everything about the lobbies that was going on in the past was being done by criminals. Who is it referring to? Okay, Onyanso is there. Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Chidi.
Good evening, my brother.
You see, I've been following you for a very long time.
Yes. Meanwhile, before you start, are you IPOB or are you Autopilot?
Is there any difference from IPOB and Autopilot? Which one? I don't understand.
There's so much difference now. You don't know. Okay, answer the question first, then I will know how to help you. Are you Autopilot or are you IPOB?
I am not an IPOB member, but I'm a Biafran.
Good. So who do you support in this particular aim? Like they organize school debate and some of those things.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
For the benefit of this our discussion now, who do you support? You know, whenever there are two teams, even if those two teams,
I'm listening to both of you now. I've listened to Methuselah, I've listened to Setu. I'm listening to you as well.
That's my problem. We are keeping this in straight.
On this matter, yeah. Honestly speaking, I support Simon Ekpa.
Good.
And I will
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. No.
I'm not afraid.
Okay, wait now. See, Panadol and Paracetamol. Just first of all, is when you want to start off.
Allow me to talk.
Because it's my program now, so let me set it. Let me set it first. Wait, cool down. Don't rush. I asked you first of all, who do you support? You should have just said, I support Simon. So now that you have said, I support Simon Ekpa, go ahead.
Oh, okay. You know, before I started listening to Simon Ekpa, I've been listening to MNK himself. And he has said so many things. He was the one that brought me to this struggle, to start supporting anything Biafra. Before I used to want anybody to say anything Biafra. So, but on listening to Onyendu, I got to understand that we actually need this, and I got to understand the mess we're in, like we are still in, obviously, in Nigeria states. Okay. So, and there is something that Onyendu said. There's something that Onyendu said that I'm going to quote, and he said, he was asked, I think, one certain that he was asked by someone that called, by a caller, and the caller asked, how was he able to manage, to bring all these millions of people that are following him? And they replied that they said that Biafrans are too intelligent, that once you make sense, that they will follow you. I listened to that broadcast live, and that is struck to me because he was speaking to me direct. Because the moment I listened to Onyendu, he was making sense to me. That was why I started following him. So now, Onyendu has been incarcerated in the DSS dungeon and all that is over a year now. And you, like you said recently, previously, that you're not an IPOB member, but you're a supporter, you're a Biafran for sure, and you support IPOB. And Methuselah himself here, I believe he's a supporter of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know if Simon Ekpa, but I know
nothing like support.
And then these are the real people.
But the big question I want to ask now The question I want to ask now is, since MNK, that one of us follows, said categorically that once you make sense that people are going to follow him, that's in response to how he was able to gather all these number of people that are following him. So now that he's not with us at the moment, and Simon Ekpa is the only person that seems to me, I don't want us to go into logic about why I follow him. I follow him for a personal reason, but I'm just trying to cut the long story short. Why is it that he's the one that has this force that majority of Biafrans are following up to date? Like from the moment Nnamdi Kanu was out of the picture for now, why is it that he's the one? Is it how stupid our people has been to now fall for him? I want to understand that.
Okay. You asked a very, very intelligent question. Okay. Now, there was do you know about the Diana tragedy?
Diana tragedy? No, I don't.
That's why, I like when people come to this kind of things. They are very, very prepared. The Diana tragedy was okay, let me even ask you, do you believe that in churches in Nigeria that a lot of people have been deceived? Okay, we are talking back and forth. I'm
listening, sir.
Well, it's a direct question. Do you believe that a lot of people have been deceived in churches in Nigeria?
Of course, I believe, but not with me. Not with me.
I didn't say you now. Just let's talk. So you believe that they were deceived, eh?
Yes, I believe.
You believe that. Thank you so much. Now, the Guyana tragedy was a situation whereby a pastor convinced his followers. They continued to believe him to the point where all of them, father and mother, will take poison and drink because he convinced them that the next day they will die and wake up in heaven.
Okay.
That was one of the greatest tragedies of modern times. Those people believed him. He made sense to them. So are you now trying to tell me that every time, do you know that every time you were deceived,
like how many people did that? Like, I want to know, because there is a number of people that will follow a particular thing. They need to think.
No, but my brother, hold on. I'm the one. I will let you talk.
All right,
I don't like when people shift the goalposts. Like when they're trying
I'm listening to you. I'm here to logic. If you're going to confuse
you see, let me tell you, let me help you understand where you're contradicting yourself. Okay. First of all, you said you didn't want logic. So I went simple with you. Now that I'm going simple, you now say you like logic. Because if you go logic, you will say I'm just being very simple. That's why I'm asking you direct things that happened. I can go logic, but you already say you don't want logic. Now you're bringing logic again. My simple question to you is:
give your reference.
Okay, so the reference I made, and what I want you to know that usually before you are deceived, you are convinced. Anytime somebody was deceived, they were first convinced. Because you're trying to tell me that how come these people? Your question was, how did they that it was making sense? Every time people were deceived or they did people 419, that thing was making sense to them. There is never once anybody that something didn't make sense.
Excuse me, sir, can I say something?
Let me land. You didn't let me land. Anytime, and please correct me if I'm wrong, anytime something didn't make sense to somebody, that person was not deceived. They didn't conclude the 419. But every time the 419 was completed,
you know what I wanted. You know what I wanted.
You see, you must learn.
All right. Listen. Just that you're not answering my question. I think I asked a different question from what you asked.
So let me learn. If you hear where I'm going, you don't tell me that no. So every time somebody was deceived, that thing made sense to them. That's why they continued until they now got deceived. Then they realized that, oh my God, that thing that made sense to us is nonsense. Every time that they started telling you something and it didn't make sense to you, guess what? You end up not being deceived. It is first of all the making sense that led you to believe and continue until the point where you were deceived. Do you agree with that? There is never a time when something didn't make sense and the person now continued until they were at that point. Once you say, nah man, this does not make sense to me, that person stops. So your analogy of why is it that this is the only person that is making sense, and therefore because it is making sense, there is no possibility that you will be deceived at the end? Isn't that what you're saying? That because it is making sense to you right now, it is impossible that there can be deception at the end. And you also say that the sensibility of a situation is determined by the number of people. That's what you also say. No. Okay, so now you have the mic. Correct me.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. The question I asked when I finished saying what I said was, I said, are the Biafrans this stupid? That was the first thing I said. I said, I first of all get my own reference that what Nnamdi Kanu said when someone called and asked the person, why is it this possible for him to move this kind of people, millions of Biafrans, that our people are too reluctant in this kind of stuff? And then Nnamdi Kanu replied and said that our people are too intelligent, and once you make sense, they will follow you. So I'm not asking. I'm not asking, sir.
Yeah.
When I finished saying, I give my own example of how many people that follow this guy, which I myself is inclusive, and I said, Biafrans this stupid, so all of a sudden now that they are now following this guy, and none of every other person that have been on the opposition side, including you, Dr. Chidi, has the kind of followership this guy has. So I'm not asking you, Biafrans suddenly become so stupid that they are now following this guy. And you gave me an example of there are some churches in Nigeria that have a lot of millions of stupid people, people that the person doesn't make sense. No, sorry. Not stupid people, that's not what you put it. You said there are some churches in Nigeria that maybe that doesn't really make sense, and they're not really making sense, but people are following that. They have a lot number of people. So, but Nigeria has so many people in there. But what I'm trying to say is that the question I'm trying to ask you, is, are Biafrans, like inside Biafrans, like you are trying to tell me that very few people that follow you or listen to some other people on the opposite side of this autopilot now that we're talking about.
Yes.
Like those very few people that follow you guys now and the other people.
Yes.
So these are the people, like when you come to Biafra now, these are the reasonable people, the people that thinks, the people that are reasonable enough.
So that's
these are the people. So the people that are following Simon Ekpa.
So you ask your question. Your question is, and I'll come to you, Mr. Seller. Your question is, does it mean that all the people that are following Mazi, Simon Ekpa, that they are stupid? That's your question. Does it mean that all the Biafrans that are following Mazi Ekpa, all the Biafrans that are following Mazi Ekpa, if they were all stupid, we will not be talking right now. So, but what I'm telling you, and listen to me very clearly,
I'm listening, sir,
is that what Simon Ekpa is doing is leading people on a wrong path. The people that are still believing him right now, they are taking from Dr. Chidi. This is what Dr. Chidi said, and that's what the message I'm passing to them is that they are believing something wrong, and I will be here tomorrow to tell them that they went on the wrong way. Let me also tell you something. Let me ask you this question before I go to Methuselah. We had Uchemefo broadcasting when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was also out of the country. Were you following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that time?
Yeah, I was following him, yes.
Do you believe that when Uchemefo was broadcasting, that Uchemefo was doing wrong? Was he doing wrong?
Did I believe that Uchemefo was doing wrong.
Yeah, did you believe he was?
I wasn't following Uchemefo.
Okay,
I was
before. You see, the thing is, before you really come to this kind of a thing, you must make sure that you're grounded, because I have to go back and be telling you a lot of history. Because
I think on the topic that we're talking about, I think I know what I'm actually asking, and I'm still waiting to know.
Do you know what? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that because you have I'm just trying to give you references that Uchemefo was talking. And by the way, when Simon Ekpa started, try to understand what we're saying. Simon Ekpa started well. As at the time Unyendu was saying, listen to Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was doing well. When Uchemefo was talking, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not there, Uchemefo was doing well. At some point, something changed. That's the question we're asking. At some point,
can I ask one thing, sir?
When I finish this one. So at this point in time, the same Simon Ekpa that we were hailing, including me, that came to my show and I interviewed him, that we did me, him, and what's this person, the Yoruba channel,
Sahara Reporters.
Not Sahara Reporters. My Good Diary. I brought them to the show when the Kanu was arrested in rendition. I came and did a show so that people will be encouraged, to make them know that, listen, we are still broadcasting, everybody is there, don't lose hope. The same Simon Ekpa at that time was okay, but my brother, I'm telling you right now that the Simon Ekpa that you're seeing right now has gone cuckoo and is now running mad and dancing naked in the marketplace. So do I make myself very clear that
no, sir, you didn't make yourself very clear at all. Can I ask you anything again?
Let me rephrase. No, let me rephrase, because you're not the only one I'm going to entertain. Let me rephrase your question so that you're very clear. You ask me whether all the people that are following Simon Ekpa, whether they are stupid, and I told you they are not stupid. But we are here, what we are doing is to open their eyes to the things that they are following that will end up not well.
Okay,
take it. They can either take it or leave it. Does it make sense to you now?
Can I point one thing in what you said?
I asked you
in what you just said, sir.
Answer your question.
Now, Dr. Chidi, on your too much. I have a question for him.
Okay,
I have a question for him.
Can I just say one thing before you ask your question? He just finished saying something. Can I say something?
My friend, get out from there. You have nothing to say.
Are we fighting?
Oh, yes. Can
I ask you one thing first? Can I ask you one thing first?
When you ask me a question, you didn't even say whether I answered.
You want to ask me something. You want to ask me something. Can I ask you first that you just finished saying something?
No, you have to agree whether I answered your question or not. Unless
that's what you didn't answer my question.
Okay, I asked whether the people are idiots, and I said they are not idiots, and you say, and I told you what we are here to do, and what.
Okay. Let's say you answered the question, but not to my satisfaction. But can I ask?
Okay, let me tell you something. I am not here to satisfy you. If that's what you're expecting, you are very, very wrong. We don't even understand. We are not following the same place. I am here to tell you my perspective, and you are here to tell us your, which I respect your own opinion. You must. I'm not here to convince you. So I need you to understand that. I'll open your mic and give you a chance to make your statement, and other people will talk. Go ahead. Please open your mic.
All right.
Audience support. Many people here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So my last question I want to answer. For what you just said, like you are not here to answer the question to my satisfaction. That's not what I meant, actually. I wasn't expecting you to answer what I wanted to hear. If I wanted to hear a particular thing, I would have just gone to the point. That's me. But what I'm trying to say is that I didn't believe what you said to me. Like, it's not, I didn't believe it. You were not able to convince me. But that's aside. Maybe if I ask this technical question, maybe
thank you so much. I'm going to let you go because that's just you have said your thing. You don't believe it. Okay.
You don't need to allow. You don't need to allow him to go. Dr. Chidi,
no, he's here. But let me.
Please, before I ask you, before I make my own contribution,
So,
I want you to
listen.
I want you to bring that tweet from someone. Ask him based on that.
Can I just ask the second question?
No. I'll bring you back on your answer. You see, you need to be fair now because you've been talking now.
I am not insulting anybody. I am not abusing anybody.
I didn't tell you that you insulted anybody. I said be fair now. Make other people talk too. See how many people are there. So if I tell you to relax, respect me too and relax. I'll give you another turn. Or must it be only you talking? You see where they get problem with me. So now
that's it. That's now go one. I will go two.
But then can go and I go say 10. So just about Metusela, because you have a question for him. I wish I had allowed other people to talk, but because if you ask this question now, we'll start dragging. He's made his position very, very clear.
Don't forget about the question. I'll just make it as a comment. No problem.
Okay, good.
Because I know you can't answer.
Lover,
don't say you cannot answer.
Lover of freedom. So I don't want to have to meet you. So just hold on. Lover of freedom. Please, you're here, make your statement, and then OJ, and I'll come back to you, Fabomi. All these people were here before you. But lover of freedom, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So the way we are doing this discussion today is before anybody talks, it tells us which side is supporting. There's IPOB and there's Autopilot. Which side are you supporting?
Well, me, IPOB is also is Autopilot as far as I'm concerned.
For the purposes of this thing, how can IPOB be Autopilot when there is a spokesperson for IPOB who releases things and Autopilot will release their own? So for the purposes, if you just want to, because I want you to participate fully, caller on the line, give me 1 second, please stand by because you're calling. I'll give you a chance to talk, but stand by. So please, a lover of freedom, just for the purposes of this discussion, you have to take one side. It's like a debate. So you either be on the side of IPOB with a more powerful and all the IPOB people, members, or you are on the side of Autopilot, which has a leader as Onyemdu Simon Ekpa. There's Onyemdu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but there's Autopilot who has Onyemdu as Simon Ekpa. So you have to be on one side as you make your own statement.
There you get it wrong, because you have to get the facts correct first. Simon Ekpa is not the leader of Autopilot. Let me finish.
Sam, you're demoting Simon Ekpa as leader of Autopilot.
No. He's not the leader of Autopilot. Let me finish.
Okay, I will come back to you. Because you're raising something totally different. So you don't know. No, because if you don't believe that Simon Ekpa is leader of Autopilot, then you can't
No. He never said such.
Oh, he never said such.
Yes, he has
okay,
never.
I'll come back to you. Lover of freedom. Your case is so different. Let's take somebody who has clear. I'll come back to you. OJ, please go ahead and make your point. Because lover of freedom. I would like you to. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
OJ, I can hear you. So, which side of the debate are you? Are you for Simon Ekpa and Autopilot? Or are you for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB?
Abin da zan gaya muku ko in ya muri kuna da wahala sosai.
Yeah, to.
Abin da
Araba chikwa gente, amadi no ha ke dare ko here.
Can I speak now?
No, hold on. I'm going turn by turn. I'm with you, Fabomi. Fabomi, please unmute your mic. Fabomi, I hope you're still here. You're here. Go ahead.
Comrade.
Go ahead. You have two devices. You need to close one. You need to close one. Okay.
How about now?
All right.
Okay. So, comrade,
The first thing is the conversation we're gonna have it as comrades. This IPOB or
okay, hold on, my brother. I told you you still have me on two devices, so I'm gonna close one. I don't know which one. Are you? You're Femi, right?
No, I'm on family.
Then you're two devices. I have to on one.
Okay, well, I log back.
Check your phone. Open me on YouTube. Open me on YouTube and also. So sort it and come back. Because it's sorry for my production. Okay, so Madu Biafra TV, please open your mic and make your suggestion or make your comment. Madu Biafra TV. No, you turn your speaker on. So before we go ahead, which side are you, Madu Biafra TV? Are you on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu side, and or are you on Mazi Simon Ekpa side? Because now we are comparing Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see now, Simon Ekpa is now he said he's the one in charge. As long as you can't talk to somebody who is locked up in dungeon. I need order from somebody who is locked up in DOS dungeon. As far as he's concerned, he is the one in charge. Somebody said he's not the one in charge. We will still, lover of freedom, I'll come back to you to explain to us.
Yeah, Mazi.
It's a new thing I'm hearing today. You talk. Hold on. No. Madu Biafra TV, are you on?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We cannot hear you. The person calling on WhatsApp. Hold on, please. Okay, Madu Biafra TV, please talk. Oh. Hey, yeah. You're off. Maybe your network is bad. Let's take one caller from the. So many people have been calling on the phone. So, caller from Pennsylvania, please go ahead. Quickly make your point. Pennsylvania person, I have you on. Can you?
Dr. Chidi.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. This is Criminality. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Please, for the purposes of this discussion, are you for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, or are you for Mazi Simon Ekpa and Autopilot?
No, I'm from MNK.
Okay, go ahead and make your point. Go ahead.
So I wanted to answer the question that Oneko has asked.
Good.
About what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, that the person that makes sense, that's who we should listen to. So what I want to say is this: people are so hungry that they want Biafra by all means.
Go ahead. Hey, yeah.
So people are so hungry that they are looking for Biafra by all means. So that's why I know that's why they are listening to this. First of all, he's an advantage taker. Because Mazi Nnamdi is no longer in picture, then it's okay to take advantage. You know? I can't stand him, I don't like him, I'm not going to be supported, and I will never do. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I like you. You're very brief and straight to the point. Thank you, my sister. Now, lover of freedom, my main man is here. And Joko, I'll listen to Joko, then I'll come back to lover of freedom, because you're changing the whole. By the time I bring you in, everything will change, because you're bringing in a part that I didn't know before. Mazi Joko, I don't know whether this is the Joko that I know or another one. Go ahead. Your mic is open.
Dr. Chidi, Joko from London.
Oh, okay, London.
Yes.
Hey, because there's a very big masquerade here. Just to announce the arrival of Ikenga Uluagu in the house. Mana, go ahead. You're welcome, sir. Njoko, go ahead. Njoko, continue.
what I want people to understand is, I don't believe in Simon Ekpa or Nnamdi Kanu. By virtue of the fact that they call us Ipob, we are in a geographical entity that allows us to be a member whether you like it or not. It's like me living in UK here. I cannot say I'm an English or not. When UK come out, I have a British passport. I will follow.
Hold on, sir.
So let me finish. Let me finish my point. Yeah. Let me finish my point.
You're not making.
You guys are trying.
Okay, no. You're on my program. I'm the one controlling, and you should understand. I can lock and unlock. You see, that's where we talk about understanding. You cannot be.
This is the same problem we have in Nigeria. Because you guys are using the power of locking and unlocking.
No, you can open your own channel now. You don't understand. If you came to participate, you have to follow the rules of the game. Me too, I go to people's channel. The rules of the game here. Listen, my brother, we're not fighting in Joko. You're a reasonable person. I said that for the purposes of this discussion, so that when you come to talk, you have to first of all tell us which side you stand. Like if Manchester is playing with Liverpool, we were not from there, but we have to choose a side. When they knock us out and Ghana is playing with Japan, we will take one side. So right now, Simon Ekpa has grown to the point where he is now being compared to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you have to either support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, or you support Mazi Simon Ekpa. When you do Mazi Simon Ekpa and Autopilot, you have to take a stand. You can't be in the middle. So please, Njoko, when you don't be angry, don't be annoyed with me. Just take one side. I challenge you, take one post. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB with IPOB spokesperson, which is more powerful. Or Mazi when you do Simon Ekpa with Autopilot and Biafra spokesperson, because everything they have the opposite of you. So please, don't be annoyed. You have the mic.
All right. For me, the only person that brought me to this conversation was Nnamdi Kanu.
Good.
And the only reason why I always listen to this is because he has given me realistic evidence. I called earlier, I deliberately spoke Hausa, and I could see how all of you reacted. This is the problem we have in the Southeast. Once you hear a language you don't understand, you panic. I lived in Kanu. I was a former army person. That was why I deliberately spoke Hausa on your channel. And you shut me down because you could understand me. You people need to be open. Your mind need to open. When I work with Hausa people, they don't look at where your Kanuri, Kaje, this one. They want to achieve a target.
My friend, shut up. Don't you hear what one person said today? That they cannot vote, it cannot be a vice to an Igbo man. They cannot vote. Shut up, open your mind. What is Nnamdi? What is Nnamdi?
This is you see, you're already getting upset because you heard something you don't.
My friend,
everybody did not grow up in the East, for God's sake. Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your mind. The countries you're living.
What is Nnamdi? Okay, Dr. Chidi, this is Mazi T2 speaking. Let me say something very much. I salute you for coming in.
Wait, please.
You people are taking this in too personal. It's not about personal. The end justifies the means. If Biafra come,
Joko, wait, everybody wait.
But Dr. Chidi, you allow this guy to continue talking.
Everybody, here in my channel. Don't worry. Now so we do here. Don't worry. We fight and we make up. Joko, let me correct. Wait, I bring you in law of freedom. Njoko, your mic is open, but please, I beg you to listen to me. You see,
I'm listening. I'm all ears. I'm listening.
You started on a very, very wrong premise. You see all those things that I do about Hausa, I don't understand Hausa. I'm a comedian. I've been in showbiz. When I say the people of this country is making a mistake, no, that is comedy. The only Hausa I understand is very small. So what you said that time, I do not understand it. And when you come to a place like this, where you know that they're discussing Biafra, they're discussing Mazi Nnamdi, you know, when people see the topic, they know what they're coming for. I could be talking about Canada here and parliamentary system here. I know my crowd. So when you come here and you say something I did not even understand, I don't know where you're going. But you already said I blocked you because you're speaking Hausa. You see, the same thing you're accusing us of, you're doing. So just to let you understand that you were wrong there. And that's why I didn't kick you out. I would have removed you, but I kept you. So please forget all that one. Just lay it aside. Make your point. You like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just make your point so that other people will talk. But don't be assuming, because when you're assuming, you end up doing the same thing you're accusing somebody of. I didn't kick you out. I didn't get angry with you because you're speaking Hausa. Why? Igbo people have businesses everywhere. The biggest business people in Kanu and all over the north are Igbo people. And they all speak Hausa. So please, let's just lay that aside. Make your point straight. Thank you very much.
My point is simple, yeah? We need to stop this. I follow Nnamdi Kanu because of I feel he's saying the truth. And I've come to realize what he's been saying 10 years ago or 8 years ago has come to be the reality of the day. However, we need to stop this idea of going, this person is doing something in that. What do you all want? You all want Biafra. However it comes, doesn't matter. Get to the point first, then you start decide to cut. And I'm saying this because I've lived in the north. I speak about several languages in Nigeria. I worked in the army. My dad was a police officer, CID for that matter. I know how these people operate. They are here watching you and they are happy that you people are comparing this person to that person. Because that is what they benefit from. They will use that against you. I'm not against, listen, nobody's going to be perfect. None of us here is perfect as a human being, for God's sake.
Okay, right,
so
right.
If these people that are saying they don't like someone Ekpa or someone don't like this other people, please come with your evidence. Table it. Nnamdi Kanu was telling us they are coming 10 years, 5, 8, 6 years ago. Nobody believed him. Now everybody is waking up to the reality. He was giving you evidences. Can people stop this idea of comparing to that person? Bring your evidence. If Mazi Ekpa is bad, give us evidence. If you are bad, give us evidence. Let's just go with it. People will learn.
Okay,
that is my own.
Thank you.
That is how I'll work. So thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, my brother. Sanu, say this, Safi.
Say the young man, Anan.
Okay. So you see, we are, once we get to the point where we can reason with each other, we will understand each other. Nobody is hating anybody. And he started saying I should give evidence. That's why I started with evidence. Somebody is asking for 5 million from people. That the thing they were doing before. The thing is, Simon Ekpa shows you don't understand. Because you are not in the structure of IPOB now. You're not in their leadership. You don't know who they were giving the lobby money to. You don't know anything. You now come and say that everything they were doing is nonsense. They are criminals. And you are now going to use the 5 million to go and buy ammunition and machine to do the job. For who? Which are you the one for 20 years? Which is it a new year send or your so people, a lover of freedom. Before I let Ikenga just lover of freedom. Just quickly tell us what you mean by that. Mazi Onyendu Simon Ekpa is not the leader of Autopilot. Because can I explain to us?
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, you asked me when I came in, you started by asking me a question that am I for Autopilot or am I for IPOB? And I answered you by saying that Autopilot is IPOB as far as I'm concerned. And you went further to pause me and you allowed other people to speak. Now I want to clarify this point. IPOB, Autopilot is IPOB. You should have, first of all, before you bring up such a debate of whether IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Autopilot is a different thing entirely, you should have, first of all, go to details about how that Autopilot came about. Was there a time a group was formed and named Autopilot, and maybe you start saying something like something different from IPOB we used to know. Now, maybe you don't know how this Autopilot came about. I will tell you.
No, I won't let you because I know. It will be a waste of my
time. Then tell us.
No, that's not what we are here for, because if you come to this program assuming that me, I don't know what I'm talking about, there's no need for this discussion. Let me explain to you. This discussion is for people who know. So if you don't know, it's okay. take the back seat and watch.
I know.
But you can't say that I don't know, and this is not the time for me to come and explain to. Where do you want me to start now? So I can't just with due respect. I just want you to. Anyway, you have said your point. You have said that Autopilot is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Based on that, I'm going to go to Ikenga Uruago. Let us start from there because
no. You allow me to finish my point. Just in
make your point. Okay, make your point quickly.
Yeah, the reason why I asked you if you know how this Autopilot came about is because I'm happy I'm seeing Ikenga here. Methuselah was here before. Because these are the people that first of all pushing that thing called Autopilot. You get it? So now that the Autopilot, the name there, then now, because as it started was when you ask them questions, like somebody like Ikenga now, he won't answer you. He will call you Autopilot and start, calling you names. So then it now seems as if these people that are asking questions and they don't get answers to their questions, they refer them as Autopilot. You get my point? So that is the difference.
You still went back to the history.
For Simon Ekpa.
You still went back to the history.
It is one IPOB.
Okay, good. You see, you went round and round to say this. I told you had already made your point. You said no. You just went round and round. And the same
just to clarify for other.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for clarifying. Now, because we're starting with you, going to you, Ikenga Uruago. I really appreciate your coming on my program. I respect you a lot. I know the hard work you've been doing. Because let's start by answering the question that IPOB is the same thing as Autopilot. Because what do you have to say about that?
That's laughable. That's laughable. I was just listening to that our brother, Anyway, we have a lot of funny people online these days. So they come online, they talk as many rubbish they like, and they will go out of line and probably drink brukutu or, and there's a lot of people. IPOB, there is nothing like Autopilot. We don't understand what is Autopilot. IPOB is IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. If it's not IPOB, it's not IPOB. So anyone that comes online and tell you Autopilot is, I wish you will allow me to ask the question.
Go ahead, I'm with you. I'll ask you.
Yes, feel free. Let's ask ourselves question. Let me start with, when did you join IPOB?
I've been an IPOB since 2019.
Okay, you joined IPOB 2019. I joined IPOB 2030. Right. Tell me when.
It doesn't matter. What matters is.
Hold on. We are not fighting yet. You will ask me a question.
No, I saw how you responded to me, and even as you know that what I was saying is the simple truth, and you were, that.
My brother, listen. We are not here to fight. This is someone's platform. Let us be matured, okay? I can be very crazy, but I don't want to. Let me just take it easy and respect Dr. Chidi. You joined IPOB 2019, according to you. How then do you think Autopilot is the same with IPOB? What makes you think like that?
You did not get the point. I started by saying that Autopilot is IPOB. That there is nothing like Autopilot as different from IPOB. That is what I said.
So what makes Autopilot IPOB?
Autopilot is that same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had said before. Anything you know you can do to bring Biafra, go ahead and don't wait for somebody to tell you first.
Okay, so
what is that not autopilot?
So what do you people know that we bring Biafra that you are doing?
Now okay, so this is I like this type of question. What we know that can bring Biafra that we are doing is number one, that's civil disobedience. We believe in sitting at home. Are you getting what now?
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
So civil. I will ask you a question. You have asked me. I will ask you now.
No, you will ask me. Let me land. So you will ask me questions.
You have asked me not less than 2 questions.
Let me land. Can you permit me to ask you the very last question?
No,
that civil disobedience that you called sit at home was initiated by who?
It was initiated by IPOB leadership.
So the same IPOB that initiated it asked you to put an end to it. Why you don't want to stop?
That is why the autopilot come in place, because we know it is working, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already said before. Can bring Biafra, go ahead and do it. Okay. Know that the leadership is compromised. I'm not using words.
Okay. What can you
in Nigeria, and I can give you facts.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, you have been
asked me 3 questions. Can I ask you a question?
My brother, Dr. Chidi will give you a chance to ask me questions.
No. Let me tell you something, lover of freedom. You see, that's where you are taking over my show. I give you this is actually Ikengo Rago's time. And while he was talking, he just threw a question at you. That's where you came in. So can you allow him to use his time? I give you time, you talk. So you're not the one asking the questions. If you understand the way it works, okay? So let him talk.
Lover of freedom.
A second.
No. It's not like
that. You are interrupting us. Can you hold on? You have been observing your seat at home, and some number of youths have been killed, including politicians. Structures have been destroyed in Nnamdi, in Anambra State. Even a sitting representative have been beheaded because of your so-called sit at home. So tell me, what can you say about that? The people that have been killed because of sit at home.
Now listen, sit at home is civil disobedience. It's a form of a protest. And the reason why we are sitting at home is because we cannot protest in the streets. If Nigeria is a civil society whereby you have the right to hit the street and protest against whatever thing you feel that the government is not doing right, I don't think that we will, I don't think we'll be sitting at home. Now, when you bring about people that are getting killed, you have to understand the facts, correct? It is not us that are sitting at home that are killing ourselves. It is the Nigerian state, the military, and the police, and the people that are helping them to achieve that by killing us Biafrans. Is the leadership, the IPOB leadership. And I have facts. If you ask me, I will answer you.
Okay, good. Let me come in here before we all go on. Because you talked about the sit at home. And I like the fact, because let me also start by saying that I'm not standing in the middle. I'm on the side of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not on the side of Autopilot. And I don't believe that Autopilot is the same thing as IPOB, because Autopilot has spokesperson. And IPOB has... No, this not like that. Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn.
But a second, I will listen to you.
No, it's my turn. You listen.
You see?
Okay, you see. I can off now, remove you, but just respect yourself, because it's not my program. Okay, so now, when you say that the killings are not because of sitting at home, you're not the ones killing people. It's just like somebody giving somebody matches to go and burn a house, and he's standing here and he say, "Oh boy, is that not me, or is this me with any matches?" When IPOB has looked at the whole situation, the people that started it say they've analyzed this thing, and they have said that IPOB is not the one that is initiating the sit at home, has advised people not to do the sit at home. But you now come and say people should sit at home. But You added something to it, and tell me if you did not. If on that day you come out, anything you see, take out. Now, anybody that comes out that day, remember, Totti say that the day of the market day, if there's a stampede, you will kill the pregnant woman. That day of the stampede, the pregnant woman die. Who do you think killed it? They go catch Totti.
No, it was elephant. It was elephant that actually killed the
but they caught the Totti. So, and they come rubber of freedom. You see, your mic is open, so just hold on. So the fact there is that you don't have to come out and use. When IPOB said they were the ones doing the sit at home, anybody that was caught in that sit at home doing anything, anybody that was IPOB was held responsible. All the people that were arrested and taken to wherever, IPOB had to look for money to bail them. When IPOB said they are no longer the one doing it, do you hear? Nobody comes to IPOB and say, "Oh, they arrested the person on the day they were doing sit at home." But some person kept saying that if you don't observe the sit at home, then it will be enforced. And in the course of enforcing it, anything you see, take it. And so people now take advantage of that, and they go and kill people on that day. And you want to tell me that you are not the one, when you are the one that made sure that it helped. You're not even denying it. You said you are the ones that are still controlling the sit at home. So everything, you don't understand. Maybe you don't understand that everything that happened from that day, you are responsible 100%.
Doc, I wanted to show him video.
Okay,
I wanted to show. Neto, let me show you video.
Just 1 minute. We take 1 minute before
Freedom. Hold on. Freedom. I'll give you a chance to talk. Hold on. Metusela, go ahead.
Yes, before I start, I think
you are not being fair, Dr. Chidi.
I know.
From his first statement, he said, I hear him say that Simon Eba is not the leader of Autopilot. Am I correct? If I'm wrong, he correct me. And I want him to listen to this, if it is audible enough. You know, our own we show. Listen to this.
This Autopilot was a message sent from
above
to me and the highest commander of ESN.
You know, this autopilot is a message sent from above to him and to you people that are following him. And then the commander of ESN, maybe you didn't hear it very well. Let me repeat it again.
This autopilot
I have a video
sent from to me and to the highest commander of ESN.
Every Sunday, everybody will sit at home, and we know how many Sundays people are sitting at home, but I don't want to go into that now. Dr. Chidi, I think maybe this will be my last speech before I go, because here is always late. Now, responding to the other guy that just asked question before he left, he was asking why many people are following Simon Ekpa.
I'm still here.
Okay, you're still here.
Yeah,
so I have to answer you that question. The people that are following him, they are number one, computer generated machine. If you want me, I will show you here. Because Nelly Ofebu have I'm coming. Nelly Ofebu knows Simon Ekpa more than you people. Nelly Ofebu knows Simon Ekpa more than you people. And when he come from her, I have no doubt about it. I'm coming. Don't interrupt me. And then secondly, these are the haters of Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have a lot of them that are from a place I call Bini. Today they have divided. Those of them that are following Simon Ekpa for a long time, they have divided, and now they are doing Idu. These are what before it was Idu Autopilot. They always do fundraising. Now they have divided. We now have Idu. We now have Autopilot. Since they shared a nude of a naked woman, now everybody run away that they are not responsible of the nude. Now they are now answering only Autopilot. So when these people are talking about we are Autopilot, Dr. Chidi, I want you to be asking them. They said if Onion do say anything, we know how to do it so that he will come out, or maybe Biafra will come. Ask them. Even all these people that are calling, even the Ken that asked the other one, you would have asked him the coordinator, ask him zonal coordinator, national coordinator. These people come, they are not even a member of IPOB, number one. They don't go to rally. They don't come to meeting. They only sit on internet, fight for their own freedom. They're only interested in raising fund. And before I go, Dr. Chidi, I want you to bring out that particular post that he did today or yesterday about, you know, collecting 50,000 or whatever from individual to get us.
We will come to that. Let's do
in summary, my brothers, these are people that are seeing here. They are the haters of freedom. You can see the way they sound. This one come and say Hausa, do Hausa, begin to speak Hausa for us, and I don't know whether we should run away from him. Then secondly, all these people that the other one is told us that Nnamdi have been following Nnamdi Kanu since how many years now? It's not about following him. Are you obeying his instruction? He has a leadership, which he said, and he have instruction given that we must follow. We are not foolish. We can be arrogant like many of you, but we decided to follow that his instruction. We never know his plan. I don't know his master plan. The only obligation I have is to follow that his instruction, so that tomorrow, when he didn't get me what he wanted, I will hold him responsible. Many of you that are accusing DOS today, DOS sold Nnamdi Kanu. Do you have evidence? There's no evidence. The woman that brought this analogy is now against many of you. She have come out. She said, I am sorry for attacking or accusing DOS. That they are the one that sold Nnamdi Kanu. And many of you, and that your Autopilot spokesman, have never come out and said,
it's okay.
I'm coming. When I'm speaking, don't interrupt me, brother.
Let us talk, please.
See, show your face. No, show your face.
Why you continue?
So, to tell you that these people are computer generated machine, they don't have face. Me, I'm showing my face. I'm not afraid because I know what I'm fighting for. I can die and I believe I can die for Nnamdi Kanu. Show us your face. Every time you people come, you come as an audio or you come as a computer generated machine. So, Dr. Chidi, like what you are doing now, you are just doing the thing for the future to remember you. But if you are doing it to convince these people, you will be here at 10,000 years. You can't. They just want to put down this man. They want to turn him down. Then tomorrow they'll be blaming him. So I rest my case. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all the time.
Now.
All right.
Dr. Chidi, let me quickly show the a lover of freedom video. I want him to explain this video for me. Let me just, and I don't know why most of Autopilot members, is it that they don't have house or what?
When 1 minute, we are talking on one point. We finish that one.
Hold on.
And you are jumping from one.
Hold on. We are not jumping.
Wait, now, love of freedom. Hold on, Ikenga. Wait, love of freedom. Love of freedom. You see why I like to be
my own too.
Love of freedom. You see, you said that Simon Ekpa is not the leader of Autopilot. That Autopilot is not like a group. Is not. You heard what they say now. You always talk about evidence. Metusela is right. I'm not here to convince any. You don't know what I told you. You have a right to, and that's why you see me. I just try, but I didn't met and you can never satisfy people. Even though I try to be lenient, people will still say you're unfair. I still try to just balance it. But that's me. Do you understand? So now you ask for evidence. They brought you evidence. No, now
we will come to that.
So my small question to you, that question you asked, lover of freedom, that question you asked, that's your statement that Simon Ekpa did not start Autopilot. That does this video prove that Simon Ekpa really owns up that he is the one that Autopilot was sent to? Do you believe that video?
What video are you talking about?
Oh, the audio that Metusela showed. Do you believe
I don't know who that person is.
Okay, thank you. No, based on this, I'm going to kick you out of this. Sorry.
Dr. Chidi, please, this is C2 talking. Ikenga.
No, he has already shown me.
Can I say something, please? Please, I want to. This C2. I want to say something. Dr. Chidi, please give me some minutes to say something.
Yes, I will give you time. Ikenga was going to show a video.
Yes.
I have somebody who has been on WhatsApp since. So, C2.
Yes, please. There's something important I want to say before I forgot.
Okay.
Mazi Ikenga, I will call you later anyway. Please, I want to respond to that man that speak to Hausa before, because you know we are here to guide our people, and he mentioned something that the people he said something. The people are listening, which the people are listening is Nigerian government and DSS. You know why he made that comment? He made that comment because we all know that they are listening. Because he said we are comparing. We shouldn't compare Simon and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the way, you know. We are not comparing the way Dr. Chidi is saying it. We are not comparing Dr. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and this criminal. No, it's the handwork of the DSS that are using Samanepa to come and deceive our people, to make it look like IPOB is not what they think it is. But we are pushing this criminal out for the DSS and Nigerian government that paid him to come and be deceiving our people, that IPOB is capable to stand and drive them away. So for him to understand that, we know that Samanepa is working for the Zoo government. We know. It's not that we don't know. We have the evidence. We have it. Now, we have to do whether because Nigerian government is making it this way to see if Samanepa is actually going to see if there is any way he's going to prove a weight, to see if they can compare him with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, the Zoo knows that Samanepa has failed. He has already failed. So the Zoo government itself knew that IPOB is still standing tall till today. That is why they first of all asked them to attack the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He came out and started calling DOS criminals. Why is he doing that? He wanted to reset another narrative to our people, to make them believe that he is the only one who is capable to champion this struggle, since Mazi is not aware around at the moment. And some gullible ones believe him, thinking that he's doing the right thing. But little do they know that he's deceiving our people. Now, do you want us to keep quiet and watch him deceiving our people? This is where IPOB need to come out and drive him away, to call the sense of our people back, that this man is deceiving you people. And when Mazi says, do, or if you know anything you are going to do for Biafra to come, there is no time he asks you to go and start, disturbing the women that sell granite in market or burning things. There is no time he told you that to go and behead people, and there is no time he told you to come and threaten Ohaneze or start go and burning people's house. He never told you. All he told you is to go and sell IPOB to the world. Go and sell IPOB to the world. That is what he meant, because some people are daft. They can't understand what Mazi
is to collect 10,000 a month.
Mazi never come on social media and tell you that you need 200 people or 500 people that going to pay $20,000. He never done that. Let me correct him that people are saying that Mazi said anything you know you're going to do. Mazi asked us to go and sell Biafra to the world. The broadcast is there. Go and sell Biafra to the world.
Thank you very much. You know you're my man. This is your platform, so let other people talk. Hold on 1 second. There's somebody who has waited for 21 minutes on WhatsApp. Let me give him an opportunity to talk. Then you will talk. The guy on WhatsApp, thank you so much for holding on for so long. Because tell us whether you are for IPOB or for Autopilot. And let me correct one impression. What it's just like I'm being comical. They can never compare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa. But you know, just like Lucifer one day woke up and said that he is now equal to God. That's what Simon Ekpa has done. So since he is now a spokesperson, since he is now the one leading Biafra, he has so can he compare Mazi? That's what I'm doing. So don't that's not to all of a confess and I have to say so you have to understand what we are saying when we are comparing. It's not that we are really comparing. Please call on the line. Thank you so much for your patience. Go ahead.
Hello, good sir. I'm looking at for me, the is to compare Samuel Ekpa Autopilot to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is very wrong things. And all of us know how Samuel Ekpa takes start, and nobody is against him when Samuel Ekpa was broadcasting or against Nigeria government. Immediately they pull our leader. We know how some Lepa come from backyard to hijack everything that we are doing. To compare some Lepa and our leader Mazi on this program, to even calling him Mazi is a very big slap to all of us. All of us we know the plan. We know the plans of Samuel Lepa and Nnamdi. We know them, what is their plan and what they are about to do. They are not for us, they are politicians. They are PDP member politicians. Well, to compare this Samuel Lepa with our leader, it's a very big slap.
Sorry, let me tell you something before you finish. There was a site. People just listen to this story. So people there for sight. So one guy like that, they can't sack this guy for work. So somebody asked him that, why did they sack you for work? They said, don't mind the supervisor. He's jealous because everybody is calling me supervisor. But why was everybody calling you supervisor? It's because you are always standing around, you're not working. So everybody says supervisor. He was asking supervisor. So when they sacked him, he said it's because the supervisor was jealous that people were calling. So you have to understand, Simon Ekpa wants to be called Onye. So can I call you Onye to Simon? Onye to Simon. You don't understand. So since that is what it was, that's why we're calling him that. So don't get me wrong. Okay. Let's know whether you, because maybe if we call him that, he'll be happy. And
I say, not even Dr. Chidi called me Nnamdi.
program.
So, Dr. Chidi, I wish nigga bring that lover of freedom back.
Okay, I want to ask okay, sorry, my brother. Around there, okay, Kenga, we're going for you.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that Samuel Lepa is to destroy what we are doing. It's not to or for me find them is to destroy what we are doing, which we know. All the seeds go our people, many all the seeds go our people too much. I think during that time when the Runisha, because of all those people being made in bad way, see how that then this time and name. He came that way because of this guy. I was even against the king that, but when I know what is happening, I need to call the king that I said the king that please, I'm sorry for fighting against you inside my mind. Okay, many of them are proud. They don't have anything. They are to destroy what we are doing. So I rest my case. The only thing is that to even bring some level issue on this your platform is to promote him. It's not to promote him. Even if I joined IPO in 2016-17. I was inaugurated by Mazi Zurunike. Only Mazi Zurunike, I hear him. I know where he speak. I know his spirit. Lead me to I know his spirit. Every now fundraising. Or whatever just wait. All the one another will always
Okay, my brother.
So I'm really happy. I want to be against, but my only against is that if they mean a buying now, if they mean a buying, many people have against what is happening, what in
it's okay. Let me allow Ikenga. It's very, very late where he is now. I know, but Ikenga, thank you so much.
Ikenga,
Ikenga, go ahead.
Dr. Chidi, let me tell you something. A lot is happening. A lot is happening. And if we don't stand against these monsters, believe you me, they will grow to consume all of us. If care does not take, in years to come, we may not have a place to call hometown. I've said it, I'm saying it, and I will keep talking it. You see, because of the poverty in our land, all these people living in diaspora have been able to penetrate the system. And today they have their boys doing the dirty job at home, especially in Anambra State. Now, I want to show you video and the reason why these people don't want sit at home to stop. I want you to watch this video.
But others on the other hand, without Monday, we sit at home. All the men not to Monday. Then we see tiger. Come for weakness, and we see tiger and the machine runners and the man. Or sit at home. All kind of day we see black and black. Only people are another states. Only people will phone that me all week. So, after Saturday, after Solomon.
Okay. Doc, let me worry here because of you too. Yes. Now, you see the reason why these autopilot maggots, the reason why they don't want sit at home to stop. It's a kind of legit business to them, and they are making a lot of money with it. You know, I'm from Anambra State, and there is nothing going on in Anambra today I don't know. These people, they are making money. So if you try to stop them from that sit at home enforcement, they will do everything they can to make sure you can't. And that's the reason why most of them are against me. I want to show you another video that I have here with me. You remember that
sorry. Somebody said you should translate what the guy just briefly.
Okay, let me quickly do that. Okay. The guy on this video said that he was somebody that lured him into this sit at home enforcement of thing. And normally they do sell the motorcycles they seize from people. They will do it as if they are seizing it, but they are actually stealing it from people. And after they will sell it and pack the money. And they have some of them who are using army cap and stuff, you know, pretending to be savage men. And these are the people helping them to, you know, get to, you know, those who don't know who they are. So that the guy is actually criminal, and he's a member of Autopilot because they are autopiloted. You know, yes. He's a member. I'm not saying it. You know, anyone that comes out on Monday to enforce it at home is autopilot member.
Exactly.
You can't. Yeah, you can't see. And I have with me, Dr. Chidi, I have with me a voice note of Simon Eba where he said that anything that happened in Southeast now, that people should hold him responsible because he will not take order from Mazi and Kanu.
That's my problem. You see that
now let me. You see, we work with evidence, with videos. We don't just come out to talk. And I've challenged Simon Eba. I said to him, prove to me that you are IPOB member, even before. Prove to me, I will pay you $5,000 US. If you can prove to me that you used to be. You are never IPOB member. You don't even know how IPOB operates. Now let me show you this video. Look at this video. Look at this video.
An order to get our freedom and free Nnamdi Kanu and others. This is an order. When you see that military bomb any village from the 15th of March, if you are in a body state, go after the House of Assembly members, state executive and governor. If you are in Imo State, go after them.
Now, It's what I'm showing you here. What you are looking at now is the picture of Honorable Okoye. Honorable Okoye was it's a House of Representative member in Anambra State. He was beheaded right after this order because military people were in Anambra State. Okay, now let me show you this video. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm at least we'll go like 5 to 7. This then individual one. About an individual, sir. No police man. Yes, sir. And they will
okay, now somebody that said if you see army anywhere, go after the army and go after the politicians and do this and do that. Okay, this guy now, according to him, he have killed more than 7 policemen and servicemen. Who is to be blamed? That you see, look, it's the reason why I call these autopilot people maggots. They don't have brain, they don't reason. They don't understand what security is all about. I'm a very radical person, but I get to understand that, you know, the country is beyond being radical. You just have to be coming down. You just have to respect what you talk. I used to come online and say, hey, no, if the government want, we go, but at some point, I get to know, well, these things we talk, it's kind of having kind of influence on people. So you have to be very careful of things you say. And when I realized this, I started, you know, kind of advocating that, oh, look, we don't have to be doing this, you know, you have to be very careful of things you say online. Believe you me, a lot of our youth, they are in the other world today because of Simon Eber.
Yes, so
Simon Eber actually told them that Anambra have tried and failed, that Imo State have tried and failed, that Abia State have tried and failed. Is their turn. And when you talk of Anambra, that's Oju. You talk of Imo State, that's Wazirike. You talk of Abia State, that's Mazi and Kanu. So it's their turn. There's a guy who used to work with us. He was a serviceman, you know, on the house. It's called King Jaja. King Jaja was a comrade, very comrade, working, doing his bricklayer job, normal, you know, very well respected young man. It was Simon and the Nelly of Fable that called this King Jaja. Before you know it, King Jaja started pushing different jeeps. And I begin to ask them questions. Where did King Jaja get the money to drive all these cars? Before you know it, they murdered King Jaja. So who is to be blamed? But anytime I come out to talk this, you will see the autopilot. Oh, you are just saying it. You don't like Simon. I said to them, I don't hate Simon. I just hate what he's doing. I just hate the bad influence that he's having on our people. I just hate the way Simon is sending our young ones to early grave. The reason why Southeast is what it is today, Simon contributed to it 70% or 50%. Simon, not only Simon, Nelly of Oyibo, and the rest of them, and another man from Anambra State called Rabbi Charles. These are the people behind insecurity. Dr. Chidi, if you think I'm lying, I want to show you something before, because we work with evidence. Let me quickly show you this before others will come in to, you know, to contribute. Let me show you this, please.
And don't forget to tell them that you told these boys that Mazi is not coming out anymore, that he's in charge, please. So because you have evidence of this.
Yes, I have the whole evidence here with me. Let me show them what will shock them. Dr. Chid, I will show you something that will shock you. It will shock you to your boomerang. Just hold on for me. Is because we don't just talk, but auto-piloted people, what they do, they will come online. Oh, Ikenga is a criminal. Bring the evidence. They can't. Ikenga is that. Bring the evidence. They can't. That's the picture of the honorable member they beheaded. That's the picture of Okechukwu Okoye. They killed. Now, George Obiozo of Ohaneze Ndigbo came back, to negotiate about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They went to burn his place. Do you think it's IPOB people? Somebody that comes to negotiate how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out. And some people went to his place and burned his house.
Okay.
Do you think?
Let me just add this here. You see,
yes.
One thing, and I wish people will listen to this message, not from a point of being angry and feeling that somebody is attacking you. You must, it's because of the magnitude of what is happening. That's why we're talking the way we're talking. I confronted somebody. I told them, they've been telling me that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is serious, that can't I see that he will never talk in court, that he will never speak from DSS dungeon, that I should watch him, that if it was possible, he would have spoken from court. The last video that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made, I forwarded it to this guy. I said, if you didn't believe every other thing, did you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saying that he wants everywhere to be calm? That we cannot be killing the same people we are trying to protect. Is this not the thing you see? He cannot talk from court because of the zoo or DSS. This guy still came with another thing. That don't I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is under pressure there. I just gave up.
Dr. Chid, please, please let me say something here. Dr. Chid, I will swear with the life of me and the life of my family. I keep telling people, you see all these people that come to your platform, that are trying to put confusion in our people. These are the people who want IPOB to fail. I am telling you, these are the people who don't like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will come to support Samonepa, but Samonepa himself did not know that these guys who is supporting them are the people who want our land to be disarray, and the people who want IPOB, they don't want IPOB to stand there. I am telling you, these are the people. When Mazi is broadcasting, they will ask him, come back to Nigeria now. Come to Nigeria.
Hold on. Dr. Chid, very simple question. Where are those thousands of people who used to insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu online? Where are they? You don't see them anymore.
No.
But
everything he said has come to pass.
Yes. That's just by the way. Now, Dr. Chid, listen to this. On 12 December 2021, Simon with Oyibo and the Nelly of Fable did fundraising. That's the evidence here with me. And they raised total amount of $38,440 US. And according to them, they said that the only money they received from people was $36,615. And they have $1,825 to be recovered. Now, listen to how they explain they spend this money. According to them, the expenditure, they bought 16 guns. I want you to listen. They bought 16.
And
I will forward it to you. They bought 16 things. That's 16 guns. Cost them 13,120,000 naira. And the equivalent of 13,120,000 naira in US dollars is $24,296.
Or aircraft gun.
The weight, I don't know which of the gun they bought. They said it's 16 piece. Now, they said they use 4 million naira to feed 8 camps. 8 camps. So whenever you hear them talking of camps, they have camps. According to them, they said that one person died and they paid the family 650,000.
Meanwhile,
and they said that
Ikenga, hold on, no. Just check Ikene. This is what you're talking about. In a period that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing trial, this is what the kind of things you're releasing to the public.
Look, let me tell you, whenever you hear them say, oh, it's a lie, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never tell you, let there be calm, let there be peace. It's because indirectly, they are trying to put more charges on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Exactly.
That's why they will never obey.
Why would you be saying that?
They will never. But let me continue. Now they said that one person died and they paid the family 650,000 naira. Imagine a life of someone's 9 months, like your mom carried you 9 months, born you, raised you, and somebody squeezed life out of you, and they paid your family 650,000. And they say that 5 people wounded in surgery and treatment, and they used 2,150,000 naira to treat those people. And they said that they bought medicine for 8 camps. You know, normally, these boys that work for them, before they go to work, they do take and, you know. So they said that they use 500,000 to buy 8 camps medicine. I want you to follow me. So now, yes, they said that now, finally, they spend the total of 3,300,000, which is equivalent of that 3,300,000 in US dollars is 6,055 US dollars. Now, when you put all this money together, you realize that they spent 37,758,000. Now, listen to what Simon Oyibo and the Mary of Febo wrote. They said, but because few donors were on their website, so they never received that money yet. According to them, they said that few donors went to their website, so they never received it. Now, they said their ESN, you know, Simon started with faking ESN. And when we confronted him, he said his name is ESN. That he's called Simon Njoko Eba. So it means
Eba Simon Njoko, ESN.
Yes. See too, am I lying? Am I lying?
No, everything is documented. There is nothing, everything you said there is documented.
Dr. Chidi, follow me. Listen to what they said. According to their report, this is not my report. It's their own report, but I hijacked it. So they don't know how I get this document. Now, listen. They said, our ESN are determined, focused, and fighting day and night to protect our land and our family with their blood. All they ask of us to do is to support them with funds for the necessary equipment they needed. Necessary equipment they need. Now, they said, please, I am begging the regional coordinators, listen, Autopilot that told you they don't have coordinator, they don't have
regional coordinator of
no, just follow me. Just follow me. It will make sense of this. They said, please, I am begging the regional coordinators to please be creative in motivating our families to do the needful. We are in the most dangerous type of war now. We are wiser. We speak like more action. Our children are making us proud every day. Please, let's give them our very best. Remember, And may the Elohim strengthen all of you, encourage you, guide you, protect you, and bless you all in his heavenly strategies to move us forward. Yours sincerely, Madam Oyibo. Now, it's in this very, very document. It's from Autopilot people. And now listen to this voice to tell you that everything that is happening in Southeast is by Simon Elder, his order, not Mazi and Kanu's order. Now listen.
So the people of Biafra, we must understand that now we will no longer take order from Mazi and Kanu. We will no longer take order from the GSS dungeon. We will no longer take order from Barrister Ejiofor.
Do you now understand it?
No, exactly. No, I heard this. I knew. I wonder how can somebody you say you're with Mazi and Kanu. So you can't take order from him. You cannot take order from his lawyers. You can't take order from. So my problem is, where is Autopilot and Simon Epa getting their order from? Because you must be getting instruction from somewhere now. You just
Dr. Chidi,
yes.
If not because of DOS and our HOD are coming us down, believe you me, that day he made this utterance. Believe you me, if Finland may work that day, you work. But you see, this DOS we have, they are very patient people. Because what this guy came out and said.
Do you know what that thing meant?
Say, look, Dr. Chidi, it's in the very phone I have here with me. When I tell you the things I have
better duplicate that your memory, because the way you're showing it now is the security. They will come and capture that phone. No? Look, you have the memory. Anyway, I trust you.
They can't. I have it in my account. So there is no way. There is no way they can get it. There is no way they can get it. And they have been trying everything they can, to stop us. But they can't. They can't. So let me conclude. Then I will allow Njoku. I think Njoku is still here with us. I listened to our dear brother Njoku, who speaks language in Hausa. It's okay. Look, I don't have problem with Hausa. I don't even have. If you get to know a good Fulani man, you understand that to live with a human being is sweet. But the only problem we have, in a situation, your brothers will be pillaging, killing, and you as an educated person will decide to keep quiet. Don't you think that when people like us want to count, we count you people collectively? In Igbo land, we have our bad brothers and the good ones. And anytime the bad ones perform, the good ones we talk, we counter them. The same thing in Oduduwa land. But in this place, people's side, they are always together. The only thing Erufai will tell you that we settle them not to kill. And they are using it to acquire more weapons. And the killing. So when we want to count them, we count them all together. It's not as if it's all of them who is bad. They have good ones there. But let the good ones speak. So anyone that thinks because you speak outside, I hate you is a lie. I don't hate anybody. I just say things the way it is.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mazi, before you go, I won't lie to you. I hate this Fulanis. You know me, I don't hate myself.
No.
See to, but you don't have the right to
my channel.
Because
you're my channel.
Hello, sorry about that.
Because
hello, Mr. C2.
Everybody has his own way of
listen, everybody have right to hate whatever you hate. We are not the same. We're all it's Njoku speaking, Chidi. Yeah. I listen to everything the Kinga has been saying. Yeah. I appreciate the fact that you took your time. You're the only person here that's taking his time to come out with realistic evidence, counter everything that's been said here. I work with data, and that's my line of work. That's why I was listening to you carefully. I was even watching some of the comments. Some people are saying I'm DSS, I'm that. I'm an Ohofia man. Yeah? We say we don't carry head and be looking for underhead. That's our war dance. We listen first. We don't start. My people are very, very mad people when they start. Unfortunately, I grew up in a military background, serve and come back here. I didn't like what they do in Nigeria, that's why I left and come here. If everything works in Nigeria, I'll go back home. But what I'm trying to say is, when you have a struggle like this, or whatever you want to call it, left for me, I'm a very, very pure one Nigerianist. I love my Nigeria, but just that, I hate unfairness. Because when my dad was living in Kaduna and Sabongari, they told us to change our name. I know some of my friends that changed their name just to become important people in the north. There are a lot of Igbo people that live with us when we're in Jos, when we're in Umada was having Bauchi, Umada served in Gwarimpa in before Abuja became what it is today. That changed their name because they want to be important. So sometimes people think that everybody that speaks Hausa or don't speak Igbo or don't have that Igbo accent, we're all enemies of Igbo. We understand what is going on because we live with these people. We grow with them. And it is time people that don't have that exposure that we have, start understanding that there's a different perspective to what you see. When you see the back end of the stick, we see the other side of it.
Okay, Njoko, I'm going to come in here. I think you made your point, but let me explain something very, very distinct and clearly to you. Okay, you need to understand that I don't agree with you. That you know me. If you know me, I've been changing. I'm this peacemaker. I just be making peace. I did it during the time of Uchemefo. I said nobody should. And this, if you know, I'm not the kind of person that I share my conversations with people. It doesn't matter how, and that's because I know what it means to me. A lot of people who have confidence in me, when I talk with them, it remains that way. If I share my conversations with Simon Ekpa, you will understand. And he's listening. Let him listen. I tried my best to say, my brother, this place you're going, this you're changing, things are changing, people will send things to me about dealings they did with him. I will say, forward him and say, this is what people are saying. So it is not wrong that right now it is not wrong that now we are talking about it. It doesn't matter who is listening. It's not a secret call. Somebody said it has become, no, it's not secret call. My concern, I've said it before. You know,
I think Chidi, I think you're misunderstanding me. Yeah, I don't care who listens. I'm just saying.
You're saying that we shouldn't be like attacking ourselves. We should all focus in, is it not you that said it? That when we come back,
I said something similar. What I'm trying to say is, did you listen to what Ikenga was saying? When he brings an argument, he counters it. He gives you why that argument is straight. It's like when you're writing your thesis, you come in with an introduction, you come in with statement of facts, then you go back to a conclusion. That is what he just did. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. Of all the people that spoke here today, he is the only person that is talking, giving you facts, why this should be that. So everybody's entitled to their opinion. For example, I remember when you contested to be Enugu State Governor.
Yes.
I remember when you came back and you didn't like the result of the election, and last election you were also upset. Everybody have right. What I'm trying to say is, if a mistake has been done, for the first time somebody come out, like Ikenga did, came up with facts, saying this is the contrary opinion, not the other guys that come in here and start screaming when they hear something they don't like. No. Argue with your facts with calm voice. And I like the way he expressed his point. Good. It's very, very easy and convincing. So you don't have to fight to convince somebody. You tell somebody fact and back it up. And the person will reason and say, what this person is saying makes sense.
So
that is how adults talk.
Okay, so
but Njoko, if you have been following Ikenga have been showing this evidence for the past how many days?
See, too, that's what I wanted to make you understand now. In fact, you have just summarized the reason why we do what we do. It's not that we are crazy. It's not that we don't have a job to do. You know, when somebody say, Chidi, you're not on, if I say something, it's be like I'm bragging. I'm Dr. Chidi. I have a master's degree in architecture. My wife has the same thing. I own a construction company here. I'm not a pauper. I do work. I get the money. So what you have to understand, the reason why we do this is just what you have explained. So that somebody like you, I'm glad that you had an opportunity to see somebody like Mazi Kenga on my show. If that is the only thing I achieved today, I'm happy. Because a lot of people don't get that. It's because I know his kind of person. Did you see how much time I gave him? Because see, listen, I'm coming.
Sorry to cut you. Yeah? Sorry to cut you.
Just wait. Okay. We must continue. As Onyendu will always say, we will. You see all these people that are commenting here. I'm not angry with them because they don't know. It is out of ignorance. But notice, they will complain, but they will still be here. They are listening. It's just pride that is making them. After they hear Ikenguru, they will go and they will say, "Oh my God, I didn't know." But why they see? I've sent the link to this StreamYard several times. I'll send it right now too. They will not come and put on their camera because they are really the ones that shame is catching. But their friends know that they are here, so they are just commenting, just call back and so I thank you for learning, but don't think that we don't know. We know so many people know. People go to Rago's channel. I'll go there too. So just know that what you found out today is what a lot of people already know. Yeah.
Chidi, I don't follow any other person until Nnamdi Kanu comes out. The only reason why I will come here is because you used to bring Showore here. And I used to listen to him. I campaigned for Showore when he first came out in the last election. Yeah. I was posting posters all over London here. People thought I was mad. I said, I've had enough. If the Nigeria cannot, people that are saying they want Biafra, they want this. You don't have one single state you control. You don't have one single local government you control. It's still a work in progress.
What part of our Biafra you come from?
Dr. Chidi, can we ask Njoku question?
What part of our Biafra you come from?
I'm all ears. We are learning. We're all in interaction.
Let me tell you. Njoku, let me tell you one thing.
I think
so long as
Chelikenga, my brother, I left you on WhatsApp. You know, I dropped my phone, and you have been there. Sorry, you've been listening, so you're enjoying the thing. You're not even angry. So please go ahead and make your point, please. I'm very sorry.
All right. Thank you very much. I said my name is Osai Rume. I'm from Edo State.
Okay.
I'm a member of IPOB 2019 in Rome. I'm based in Roma.
Okay.
We used to do our meeting in Roma Central near the train station.
Good.
Every Sunday. You see, when who motivate me to join IPOB? Nobody. But when I listen to the voice of our leader, who is now under the Nigeria custody, DSS. He motivated me to go and look for where they are doing the meeting. They are now registered. I have everything and I pay for it. Anytime there is a meeting, they will always send us a message. I will always be there as a darker. You know, the message of Nnamdi Kanu is just like the word of God that comes. When you listen to it, it's like the word of the Spirit. Sometimes if you listen to the message, throughout the whole day I don't eat. I will convince my elder brother in Nigeria, telling them about Biafra. You understand that Biafra is not a thing of Igbo, because everybody believe those days that Biafra is just an Igbo thing. You cannot even measure it. Even in my village, if you talk about Igbo thing Biafra, in fact, you will be chased. You understand? Because these people, they propaganda and evil news against the Igbo, that everybody believe they hate Igbos. Nobody want to hear about them. They will say Ojuku who came to come and destroy Nigeria, to come and share Nigeria. If you are stubborn in Benin, in my village, they will call you Ojuku. But if you are a good person, that will call you Gowon. You understand? Many believe give birth to their kids, they call them Gowon today. But if you are a strong person, that will call you Ojuku. You understand? That this person, your heart like Ojuku heart. What am I trying to say here? When I heard that they arrest Nnamdi Kanu, I was shocked. Listen, when I was in the world, as at that time, now I'm not a believer. Before I go to any country, before I get there, 4 or 5 people will be waiting for me in the airport. Where I will stay will not be a problem. Any country I travel to, when I was in the world, I don't want to mention when I was in the world as at that time. You understand? But how can a leader of over 17 million people arrested in Kenya? What bring all those military about Samuel Ekpa? Because there was no other particular time they arrest Nnamdi Kanu. We were waiting for the DOS to come outside and speak to us.
Sorry, make you not sucks I they try to interrupt you. I really appreciate your patience. You know, there are so many narratives that are out there, okay? And we are not going back to those narratives because they were carefully selected, and that is how they built up to where they are right now. I'm telling you the truth. See, somebody like me, I don't know if you've noticed, you know, I did the story of Suleiman and Stephanie and all of that. Today, so a lot of people were sending me texts, say, Dr. Chidi, see what this girl said, we didn't know. But you see, once you do this thing you're doing and you're saying the truth, you just keep it there and walk away. So all the narratives, including, they join that narrative that you're saying now with so many, and the latest one was, did you see what Ikenga played? When someone said, we will never listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then, when they said we will never listen to Nnamdi Kanu because he was in the dungeon, we now say, what if he comes out and he gives an instruction in court? They say, okay, let him say it now. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come to court and go home. They say, you see, we told you he will never talk. They were not saying that maybe he will be under pressure. Now, when they finally saw him talk, they are still, so they will always be, all that narrative.
Dr. Chid, you see this question from these our brothers.
Let him land and then you answer him. Go ahead.
Okay, now, a leader of over 17 million people, you understand? Okay, now they arrested the leader. We are waiting for the brokers of the next person to pick it up from there, to ginger us. You understand?
You're still going there.
Speaking. Only the voice of the anything you are doing.
Dr. Chidi, let him finish.
You will ginger your spirit. It's a motivator. You understand? We are waiting for that. Not that I'm a follower of what is it called? Samuel Ekpa. You understand? Because normally before I used to listen to it, but sometimes tomorrow we check it. Tomorrow spiritual son, next tomorrow disciple, tomorrow spoke. I look at it and say, no, this man is not real. You understand? So now I don't have any person I follow. I went on to for fasting and prayer. Now God should give you Mazi Kanu energy so that he will come outside.
So we're no longer asking disciple, we're asking spokesperson now. But thank you so much.
Dr. Chid, let me say something.
Hold on. Hold on. He has a question for you. Go ahead, Urag.
Okay, no, it's not even a question. Let me add to what he said. You know, this question of how can a leader of almost 70 million people just disappear like that? Not only him, a lot of people have asked me this question. Let me tell you something. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the way he operates, it's something else. And I want people to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is destructively stubborn. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants to do his thing, look, even if you people are 1 trillion, he will end up doing it exactly the way. And let me tell you another thing. You know, when it comes to IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you it will take you hundreds of years to destroy IPOB. That's just because of the way we operate. when you think, yes.
Let me add to
yeah. When you think,
finish.
Yeah, when you think you know us, like if we move, you think, oh, I know their steps. That's where our step is even starting. That place you think you have. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes, truly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu traveled to Kenya. But remember, it's not because this very one something happened. This is not the first time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu traveled to Kenya.
Exactly.
Yeah, so people, the only problem our people are having is that ability to take that command and control. Forget about what happened. Allow this man to come out. He will tell you what happened.
Exactly.
Ikenga.
Yes.
Ikenga. I agree with everything you said. But also, if you listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a couple of months before that happened, he said, if Binta Nyako will guarantee his safety, he will come back to Nigeria. He did make that broadcast like a month or two before he went back.
But let me ask you,
I tell people, I said people here, the guy is stubborn, because he started from a point and kept drifting till he got to where he is. He was pushed to where he is at the moment. However, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to add to this, what I'm trying to say,
I was going to say something now. I thought you came out say something before you, so hold on.
Okay. I'll hold it.
One point I have, the argument I have, because people who actually surrender themselves to logical discussion like this, they learn from each other, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Not somebody just coming and type. Isn't if you type 1 million that I'm a fool? Now, what I did was I asked somebody that, do you know everywhere that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to and everything he did from when Nigerian military attacked his father's compound in Afara Ibeku, from that night till he surfaced in Jerusalem, in Israel? Did you know what happened? The person said no. I said, have you ever asked for them to come and explain to you? He said, I said, nobody will ever explain that thing to you. If you like, no, you will never know. Finished, sealed, gone.
Doc, even the formation of ESN.
Wait first, I'm coming. That will be more complicated. Let me give you the one that I was involved. Even if I was not involved in, and I'm not saying this to put anybody down. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu met with Omoyele Sowore. Nobody knew until the day of that meeting. Just saw a video, and I'm telling you this. Not from IPOB leadership, membership, not from Revolution. I'll take it back. That meeting happened. It happened because any other thing, the end justifies the means. Did it happen? That is the important thing. If this Kenyan thing had succeeded, you will just see the result. You may not even know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left, went to Kenya and came back. And I asked that person, do you think that you know every time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gone into a plane, landed and come back? Do you know? He said no. So why is it that this particular one now you're asking for questions? Don't you understand that this one, something went wrong? It went wrong. In a war, you fight many battles. Some you win, some you lose. Intelligence and wisdom makes you realize the particular battle. That's why you have the battle at Mpo, the battle at Onitsha, the battle at Enugu, the battle at Umuahia. Some we won, some we lost. At the end of the day, we now talk about who won the war. The Biafra war is still happening. So many battles have been lost. So in that Kenya, but that particular one was not won. And because of it, you cannot now go back and say they should come and lay before you every single operation. You must, no, you cannot be told now. You cannot be told. The one I know was the one that concerned me. The other ones, you don't know. The discussion that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had with Sowore when they were one-on-one talking, you don't know now. You don't know. So let us leave it there, and we're going to be running off very soon. I'm very
no, even Dr. Chidi, I want to take a bow because it's almost 1 a.m.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ikenga. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. I respect you. What you're doing, that is the job of a fighter and a warrior. You sacrifice. You don't do it for money. You do it because you have to do it. People will hate you. People will disagree. People will not understand you. But at the end of the day, they will come back and thank you for standing. Because it's people like you, the ones they call the remnants. The remnants are usually smaller than the big crowd. Sometimes it takes one person. It took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, only him talking on the radio for people to turn around. There are people like him. There are people like Shore. There are people like Iboho. There will be people like us. And at the end of the day, it is history that will vindicate us. It is time. Okay. Time. That's all I have. Time. And that's all I ask people to give me. Time. One day, we will stand in this channel if God permits, and we will remind you of days like this. We'll remind those of you that said we were accusing Simon Ekpa because he's having 5,000 people, that were Chidi, jealous. Do you know that I have friends, YouTubers who have 5 million? Do you know? What do you know? What do you know about YouTube? Do you know that? Do you know I can buy? You don't know that they sell viewership. You don't know.
They don't know.
You don't know they sell viewership. You don't know they sell subscription. Or you don't know that. Maybe I can just give you a link and say buy live viewers.
Of course.
I can let me just send you this channel, so maybe you will see. Buy live Facebook starting at $0.7. So this one now, I'm going to click. I'm just showing you some secrets that, you know, stealing is so easy. I can just go take a gun and go and rob a bank. That I'm not doing this is not that I don't know how to do it. I can just go and kidnap. So it doesn't mean it's not there. So take this link now. This link I pasted here. You know, they're talking about evidence. Sometimes you don't waste time in some things. This link I just sent to you right now. Okay, they're not allowing me to show the. Okay, it showed. See the link. Facebook didn't allow me, but see, it says buy cheap followers, buy Facebook live stream. If you click on that, you will understand that aspect. But thank me later, because I just give you a secret.
All right, dog.
So when you follow because some people are following. Somebody said, why is it that he has the greatest followership? So are you following because you are accepting that you're follow? No, yes, no. Don't. Don't you notice that sheep, Atolo, when one sheep enters the road, the rest will enter. But does it stop the trailer from killing them? No. All of them will go killed now. But the goat will enter. The other one, the goat will come back. Does it make the goat foolish? No. So that question of people that are following Simon Ekpa is idiot, or I didn't say anything. No. Now you ask the question. Thank you so much, Ikenga.
All right, dog. Thank you. I see too. Mazi TV. Thank you very much.
Mazi Kenga.
Yes.
Before you go to bed, I'll call you in a minute. Before you, when you drop, I'll call you in a minute.
Okay.
All right, then. Thank you very much for the opportunity that you give to us to let our people understand what is going on. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Mother Biafra TV. You too. I want to really thank you so much. We will not always understand. We will not always agree with each other. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. That is a standard. But all I want is bring your own point. I bring my own point. If they buy a recharge card for you and send it to my channel to come and be saying Chidi or idiot, Chidi or idiot, Chidi, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't stop me from laughing. It doesn't stop me from doing my program. So just get some sense. If you think I am saying anything that is rubbish, just counter it with facts, or click on the thing and come back and let me understand. So Mother Biafra TV, I don't know whether you have any last comment before we close. Okay, Mother Biafra, I think you also. Okay, go ahead.
Dr. Chidi, thank you. I've been struggling coming.
Sorry, it's okay. I'll have other days.
Has been fooling, and each time I try to call, I think they're...
the network is going, or even I can see it from here.
Yes,
but thank you so much.
Just give us a sort of an advice to our people.
Okay. Oh, somebody said this. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Biafrans outside Nigeria or outside Biafra land. Please, I want to drop a kind of an advice to you people. Know ye now that the struggle that we are into is not a thing of a joke. In every country where you reside, Nigerian government has planted their agents in embassy. Just like some of them that came in here now. I've some of them like that. What that man was, who was saying. I just didn't want to jump into it. I was the one who was commenting that he's an agent, and I stand to it, and I believe that one is correct. He just
so let me tell you something. Madu TV. Let me correct one impression. See, I told you I'm a member of Revolution Now movement. You know that very well. I've been with Shore for so many years now, and I'm a member of the Take It Back movement, and I am a member of the African Action Congress. When it comes to activism in Nigeria, you know that we are the people. We are the main people when it comes to activism. Now, as long as you're not a secret society, as long as what you're doing is for public service, in the public are doctors, lawyers, wheelbarrow pusher, the driver, keke napep driver, nurse. So why would you not have DSS, army, and police? That means you're being discriminated or you're not telling yourself the truth. So every time you go out to the public to do something, just know that TSS is there. In fact, I've forgotten what I used to do. Let me do it now that you remembered me. So everybody who is here from DSS, from the military, from our opposition, from SSS, and all of you, I want to tell you that we know you're here, and I want you to take your 2 minutes recognition and tell your boss that we know. So I don't greet people as I used to. So Madu Biafra TV, we are not, nobody's hiding from anybody. It's yes now. Let DSS come. We are in the public. There's nothing we're saying here that is not the way it is.
This is that they are not smart enough to understand that they are being watched. So everything they do, they are just doing it carelessly without being careful. Now, when they land in Biafra land, they get killed, arrested, or kidnapped. These are the reasons why we want them on daily basis. They shouldn't let their guards. Nobody's your enemy. They come to you, they smile with you, they talk to you and do everything with you. Be careful who you deal with. Pose your information to. Nobody is vulnerable. Everybody in this movement is a secret agent, and what we are doing is very, it is hurting to the Nigerian government. They are doing everything possible. If they can buy an infiltrator like Simon Ekpa to be doing all these things, there's nothing else they cannot do. Part of them following and supporting him plenty today. Many of them, majority of them are not even part of IPOB. They are people from the haters of Mazi and Kanu and agents from Nigerian government. They told you that they've spent over 2 billion naira fighting IPOB media warriors, and they are still at it in different ways. So I'm just trying to say everybody should be careful. I would have known if I had entered earlier a different thing entirely. Just coming in. Thank you so much, Mazi Chidi.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right, guys. I see 2 people enter now. I was about to end the program. I have 9 minutes. I'm going to add you to make your point before you talk. And there's Ada, your device is not connected. Somebody was telling me that the link is not working, and I went ahead and sent the link. I hope you're able to connect now. Please, the link is working. I did send the link, but I'm already closing. And M2, you're here. Go ahead and speak, but start by telling us, you're there. Go ahead, tell us which side you're on. Are you for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, or are you an autopilot?
Let me start with the letter. God forbid bad thing. God forbid bad thing. Even the name alone is very repulsive. autopilot, headless train. You know, you don't have a direction. You just go there, move. It's not even a name anybody can actually be.
You have not answered the question, though, so that people can be registered. Would you be
No. God forbid that any human being will answer autopilot. Talk less of me. I'm not an autopilot. Okay. I am IPOB. I am proud of that. I am from Nnamdi Kanu. And I know Simon. He started very well. I used to edit his programs when he started very well. But I earlier noticed his criminality and distance myself from him. Okay? Starting from his qualification in the first place. You know, he will tell you that he's a lawyer. When he knows very well that he has no qualifying law degree. Okay, when you catch him there, he will say that he's a legalist party. Legalist party, what purpose? What's your degree? What's your qualification? Unfortunately, a lot of people that are following him, either they know this, but pretend that they don't know about, you know, the way he's meandering around, because they are representative of Nigerian government to pull IPOB down. Or the gullibility of others are really mind-boggling, to be honest. How can somebody ask you to be, in the first place, he started by, he actually increased the number. The one he announced, that was it like, he said he needs about 50 people to be donating that every month. Okay? When that doesn't work, within a few days, he shifted that. And see, people don't see this. Honestly, I don't understand. And how you even gonna get they don't know how to ask how or what. as if I don't believe in all these traditional medicine. As if the guy will just put something in their mouth and talk to them, and then everybody will accept. That's really funny. Really funny.
It's okay, man.
All I can say is this guy is a criminal. I sent him an email challenging him to an open debate. He declined. Okay, so Chidi, what you got to understand, they're not gonna, even if you preach from here to Damascus, they're not gonna listen to you, and they are not even interested to engage in constructive criticism. If you're a woman, they'll call you a shawu, you know, get out of here, a shawu. Then if you are a man, they'll call you are an idiot. Yeah, I'm disappointed in you. That's the only language they know. But to engage in a constructive, you know, conversation, they will never do that. And what does that tell you?
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you going straight to the point and for your very, very intelligent submission. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. So those of you that you said, what did you say? Somebody said that I won't bring them in. He said, Chiem Wokoro. Yeah, what did you say? He said, nobody is scared. Dr. Chidi is partial. I sent you the link. Come on, I have 5 minutes. I can send you the number to call in. 647-989-2837. I'll send you the number. If you like, you call in now within these 2 minutes and make that very important point that you want to make. That you said Chidi is a partial. Why am I partial? It's not me now. I'm not the owner of Autopilot. I didn't start it. Somebody told you that it was sent to him from God, and you believed him. He said he's been using money to sponsor ESN. You believed him, and you're still giving money. And now he's asking you for how many millions. Did you hear Creflo Dollar? Creflo Dollar came out. Creflo Dollar came out and said that he deceived. I know you haven't heard that news. Creflo Dollar, as all of us respect, he said he's deceived the world with tithe. That tithe is not real. Finally you came on. Thank you so much. Now this one that we have 4 minutes, let me see what you can do. To start with, you have to take a side because we're doing it as debate. Which side are you on? Are you on the side of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB and the IPOB spokesperson, or are you on the side of Onyendu Mazi Simon Ekpa and Autopiloters and Biafra spokesperson? It was a challenge.
Brother Chidi, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
And anyway, I have to thank you for your program. Even though I'm not in the same line with you, I still have to respect your opinion.
Yes. You have to start by telling us where you stand.
Yes, I have to combine it. You know why I say that? Because you mentioned, no, listen now, you mentioned Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB spokesperson, so you are combining a lot of things. So
no, I mean IPO, I mean IPOB spokesperson. And then the other side, you have Biafra spokesperson. It's not the same thing. It's like
because he's a disciple. He said, Simon Ekpa said he's a disciple of Nnamdi Kanu. Even when Nnamdi Kanu was around, he uses that word.
He said, but now he said he's no longer listening to Nnamdi Kanu now.
No, but
we saw the video.
Chidi, you know how Nigeria is. Let's face the facts. Nnamdi Kanu is a big shot. There's no way Nnamdi Kanu can be in the hands of DSS and they will allow him to flow. Let's face the fact. You don't have to be.
Okay, we don't have brother. Because of you. No, listen. Because of you, I'll give extra 5 minutes. Do you know why? Because I like this argument that you brought in. You know me that I'm with Shore. I'm an inner person in that organization, Revolution Now. You know that Omoyele Shore, the same Shore, was in the same place where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. You know that?
Yes.
So if anybody should know about the workings of DSS and the people there, do you believe that I should know? Do you believe that I should know?
But you know that Omoyele Shore, yes, you might know, but Omoyele Shore is not the same as Nnamdi Kanu.
No. Okay, let me also tell you something. Do you know that our boys, let me be specific with you, the particular ones, the ones that went to Dunamis and opened their plots where they were talking about Buhari must go, and they were arrested. They were our boys, and they were taken to DSS detention. They met with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke to them one-on-one. You see, you're saying you don't believe or you don't know. That is inconsequential. I'm telling you. The reason why I ask you, do you believe, is just to see where you start. But I'm telling you that because my person was inside there, and they say, if you know, you know.